never, never, never done. So come on, let me make it try. Hold on, let me make it try. Now I'm 35, and it could have been the wrongs ride. Can't leave you behind, even if I have to risk my life. Hold on, let me get to you and explain how I feel it. Hold on, 'cause the way you make me feel, make me feel. You can't step out my life like that. You can't step out, no. You make me feel, me feel. You can't step out my life like that. Step out, no. Remember what we promised we go. Never done, never done, never, never, never done. I miss every hard time must have a solution. So come let me fix this one for me, baby. Say never done, never done, never, never, never done. So come on, let me make it try. Hold on, let me make it try. I'm from my beauty, mon chéri. Je te veux pas battre mon ami.
I'm not looking for nobody. I just came here to party. Enchanté, enchanté.
Rock your hips and come my way.
From party to party.
Everything that you do got me fou-fou. Parlez-vous français?
Je n'ai pas foncé.
Back it up on me.
I go do that, my baby.
Parlez-vous français?
Je n'ai pas foncé. I learned a little French for you.
Bonjour.
Salut. I'm ready. For you. Bonjour. Salut. I'm ready.
Speaking my language, yeah. Love language, yeah. Speaking my language, yeah. Love language, yeah. Speaking my language, yeah. Love language, yeah. Speaking my language, yeah. They say nothing good come easy, but in this life I must make some money, for sure. 'Cause nobody owe me nothing, no. So every time that you see me, know that I'm grinding hard for my family, for more. 'Cause that's all we deserve. They say money is the root of all evil.
OMG in the
Feed
morning.
too much people. More money they say is more trouble. But every day it put food on my table. Make ghetto youth more comfortable. From below the food chain, now more level. They have been confused and miserable, yeah. Yeah. I must make that paper, 'cause the gas price getting higher, yeah. Yeah. Call me money maker, I must make that paper. And mama said, money make the world go round, money make the world go round. Money make the world go round, money make the world go round. Money make the world go round, money make the world go round. Money make the world go round.
Pictures on the plane, stamping your passport, and next country again.
Yeah, Shady.
All that fancy food you buy, caption me, myself, and I. Girl, we not taking mama guy. 'Cause every fed, you dey, mass, you dey. All up in the VIP, Dubai, you dey, Miami. And not posting nobody. Vacation pics with you on the sun. Girl, all I we know you dey with the people, man. Why you don't post him?
Oh, Lord.
Show off your man crush Monday, pose him. Since you out there pose him. We want to know who's
Mary.
and you do show on Instagram. Why you don't put him up, make him out.
Tanya.
Put him up. Is he who take you out?
That's the only two I would say. Mary and Tanya.
Tag the photographer behind the camera. You're on sushi date on a hotel rooftop. New outfit again. You're flexing on TikTok. All that fancy clothes you buy, sponsored by the mystery guy. Girl, we not taking mama guy. 'Cause every fed you dey, mass you dey. All up in the VIP, Dubai you dey, Miami. girl. Put him up. Is he who take you out, girl?
I dare you to put him out on your social media. Post him. I dare you.
The number one morning show in the SPG. Morning. OMG in the morning. Come on now.
Good morning to you. In the 7 o'clock hour. Shady?
Morning, real bad.
No. I do that over. Shady?
Morning, real
Thank
bad
you very
man.
much.
Real bad.
Yeah, say it like you have some hair in your chest, man. Come on, man. You come in here telling me about, bad man. Song like Boat Alexander. Bing. But Bing, why you misbehave so? Speak properly, man. Speak loud. Like you're here in your chest. Yeah. Good morning to you folks in the 7 o'clock hour. How you doing? Sancha in what you doing, Ghana? Good morning to you. Okay, let's start from the top and come right down. Let's see. Mary, no. No, Mary, no. I do not approve. No, Mary. Mary, I do not approve. Glenda McIntosh, good morning to you, darling. Jackie, good morning to you. Tanya, good morning to you, darling. Post him, man, I dare you. Yeah? Rohan Arendale, good morning to you. Yeah? Jeffrey, good morning to you. Spider, morning. Carol Millington, good morning to you. Miller, good morning to you. Miller Vincent, good morning to you. Michael Roach, good morning to you. Brent Saint, good morning to you. I don't know how much of a saint you are. Santino, good morning to you. Doug King Howard, good morning, buddy. How you doing? Yeah. Mazai Jack, good morning. Boy, well, I don't have time to say all the good mornings to all the people who are on air. For you this morning. Well, as you know, this morning, as per usual, we've got concert coming up at 7:45. Now that we don't have Mr. Weeks at 8:30, but we've got Dr. Richards at 9:45. Those who vote for Labour vote now Wabal. Yeah, it's in there as well too. And we got so much more. Plenty action for you this morning. Plenty things. And before we get going with the plenty things this morning, let me just remind you, take the leap towards success with KCCU Educate. Unlock up to $30,000. Just 7% interest on the reducing balance at your tertiary education journey. Yeah, from KCCU. You gotta get that right. KCCU. Flo, good morning to the staff at Flo. Good morning to the customers at Flo. Hold on. Switch to Flo this independence. Free yourself. Make the change and grab a TCL 403 handset just for $44 plus get a 30 days combo plan. Hurry in and switch and walk out with a brand new TCL 403 today. Yeah, make the change this independence and switch now to Flow. Oh, you're gone. Sorry, caller. Sorry about that. Maybe you can call back if you want at 451-1069. Sorry about that. I had to get that. Shitty, you will give me the heads up. Yeah? When you see that coming, all right? Max, good morning to the people of Max, the Max staff. Good morning to Max Beckway. Good morning to all the Vincentians. And good morning to you. If you haven't had Max, you're missing a part of your life. Max Pizza, that is. Max Pizza and Kitchen in Beckway. They say Vinci Pizza delivery every Friday. Place those orders by 10 p.m. on Tuesdays via call or WhatsApp at 528-1854 or 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. at the restaurant on their restaurant line at 458-3474 between 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. Yeah? All orders will be delivered by a Max representative the following Friday. So if you order now, place your order now on Friday. Your pizza will be delivered to the Beckway Express, and you can pick it up at the wharf, the Granny's Wharf, at 5:30. Yeah, when the Beckway Express come in. So get that, get it. Hey, Shallow morning, buddy. How you doing? Yeah, that's my buddy Shadow there. Yeah, at SVG Tires. Yeah. Shadow at SVG Tires got a special going on. Hold on, caller. have a special going on at SVG Tires. Buy at regular price and get the fourth one for free. Yeah, check out Shallow in Kingston. You can call Shallow at 457-1467, or he's got an Arnisville satellite store at 456-6444. Good morning. Caller, good morning.
Buddy.
Morning. Hey,
Morning.
morning, Spencer. Morning, Bones. How you doing?
Morning to all your listeners. I know a lot of people been anticipating this call yesterday, but you know, things ain't work out the way it should. Right? Bing, you heard on Sunday what happened.
No, I didn't. You know, I didn't. I didn't hear what happened.
So I don't listen to that program on Sunday. I haven't listened to it in years, at least.
What do you mean, the Worship the Prime Minister program?
Well, the one you just play the thing with now.
Yeah, Worship the Prime Minister.
You guys and the thing. Yeah.
Worship the Prime Minister. Yeah. Go ahead.
Right. So the PM was on. So I phoned in to ask the PM a question. Now, I don't think Cecil Ryan, I mean, I don't care how people want to think, what people want to think of me, but that guy, that trough-licking, trough-protecting jackass of a host, you hear me? Is that guy is sickening. I mean, this guy is such a protectionist when it comes to the PM. Now, the PM's job is to answer to Vincentians. Any issue and any item. There you go. That's exactly what he is. For those of you who recognize what that is. All right? Anyway, so anyway, I called to ask an important question, which all Vincentians, no matter where you are in the world today, as well as other people from other countries, should be paying attention to this. You have being what you call the international health regulations. They're rewriting, they're making amendments to it, the WHO. And I just sent you the latest video with the lawyer Bing, who is arguing this issue. This is not, guys, this is not nothing to do with COVID or anything. This is everything. And this is giving these guys autonomous power over the sovereignty of every citizen in every country for the WHO to make a decision. If you don't believe me, go on YouTube or go on Google and type in International Health Regulations and Amendments to the Regulations. All right, Bing, just watch the video. I'm telling you, this is very important, and people who own radio stations, radio personalities like you and others who hear this should be pushing this issue, because right there and then it'll tell you the oppositions, the parliamentarians don't know about this. They you know.
What is it about? What is it about, Bones? What is this about?
What it is, if you look at it, right, you're going to talk more about it later on in the week. Trust me. What it is, it's enhancing the power of the WHO. Right? So if 6 people sneeze in a country and the WHO don't like it, they can shut you down. Global warming issues, anything. That's what this is doing. And there's no recourse. You can't go back and fight this, because what they did in the amendments, before it was a non-binding issue. These things are non-binding. It's based on every country and how they assess the situations, whether it's health or otherwise. What they did, they removed the word non-binding and they put in binding. It means, and listen, these people have total indemnity no matter what the outcome is. You can't go back and sue nobody, because if the government sign on to this, right, it's giving away all the rights of Vincentians. Any of you who don't believe me, go on YouTube and type in Dr. John Campbell. You'll get about 1 million podcasts. This was the latest one from yesterday. And he's discussing this with the lawyer who brought it up at a conference 2 days ago at the European Union. This is important stuff, guys. This is nothing like you've never seen. Pay attention to it. Ask your parliamentarians. I sent it to two parliamentarians on the NDP side. I want to see if they would discuss this in the next sitting. And let it PM. And they have all the evidence there now. The video has given you all the evidence. Everything of what these guys are trying to do. And if St. Vincent government signs on to this, there's a secret vote thing, you know. But if the Vincentian government sign on to this...
So what did you ask the Prime Minister? What did you ask the PM?
So I asked the Prime Minister, what is the position currently on this issue? Because they had this since last year before it being. Because I remember 2 representatives went to Geneva to discuss this. All right, so they sent it back to make the amendments, to make the changes. But you never heard anything in Parliament, or you never heard the government on the radio talking about this on television. They don't want people to know. Because what it does, it enhances the power of central governments, as well as the WHO is going to be over even central governments. And don't let the PM come and give all, hogwash, I have resourced this thing. Trust me, guys. That's why the PM on Sunday, right, he gave me a half-washed kind of answer, and Cecil cut me off because they knew where I was going with the questions. They knew, so they don't want Vincentians to know. That's why they cut me off. Now,
we don't have much time, because we got a paid promotion.
Yeah. But the PM is talking about, the health officials in St. Vincent now, in any other country, where they would meet with, they would sit with CARFA. What does CARFA have to do, right, with the autonomy of Vincentians and how Vincentians feel how their lives should be run? What CARFA could make a decision for us in St. Vincent and the Grenadines based on what the government tell them. Why doesn't the government come out and say what their decision was? Because even if CARFA does the presentation, CARFA must have a decision from the St. Vincent government. They must. Okay, guys, we don't stand for this. Just St. Vincent is a no. You see the point I'm making, Bing? You understand? Watch the video.
So you
guys,
ask the Prime
go
Minister.
on YouTube.
Hold on, Bones. So you ask the Prime Minister what is St. Vincent's position on this?
And he never answered.
And he didn't answer?
He said this. No, because he said they're still deciding on this issue. Now, this is a vote coming up in May next year. May next year.
Right.
And there'll be no changes after you sign on to this.
All right. Well,
The vote is coming up next year.
we're gonna discuss this some more because we've got Paddington in the studio.
So here, I know. So here what you're going to do. Trust me. Watch the video. Make some notes. And you and I will talk about this another day on the radio.
All right.
Because I want all Vincentians and everybody listening to this radio station to hear this. But you got to put pressure on the government not to even sign on to this.
Okay. All right.
Very important, guys.
All right. How things looking in Canada this morning?
Boy, kind of bleaky and chilly outside.
We're going to talk about Canada this morning. We talk about Canada this morning. We talk about that.
Oh, Lord, you again?
No, we have to talk about these things. We got to talk about these things, Bones.
Yeah, just like, I want you to make sure and bring this one here back up. Even staying for radio time.
Yeah, we'll do that. But we got
all right, buddy.
All right, thank you. And Paddington is in the studio. Vance is in the studio. Let me stop saying Paddington because I don't even protecting it. I'm pronouncing it right. But Vance, good morning to you, buddy. Vance is already with us this morning. He's got a couple of minutes with us. Vance, put up the microphone. They're close to you. How you doing this morning? You're very early this morning. Hold on. Unmute this mic, Dave. Wait, please. Hold on. How you doing? No, still not getting you there, Vance. Yeah, they got you there now. Yeah, you looking tired. You've been working around the clock. What's going on?
Well, you know the usual thing that early to come from the station to spread
Yeah.
the good words from Paladin. So
Yeah.
a man gotta do what a man gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do, Vance. Recently we heard there was another murder on the weekend in Layo again. That is one of the things I plan to talk about this morning, along with a number of other items, including Canada this morning. Tell me what good news you have for us.
Well,
this
first thing
morning?
I always say when I come in the morning, I want to
Yes.
say good morning to all the Boom listeners who are listening to us live on air, who are listening to us on Facebook, and who are gonna be see the pre-recordings on IKTV later on,
Right.
and also to the potential Paladin family and also the now Paladin family. So I want to say good morning to everybody in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and also in the diaspora.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so that's the first thing I want to say.
That's the first thing you gotta say.
Yeah, I
this
always
morning.
have to say that. I thank God for life and thank God for me and you being here because, as you just mentioned there a while ago, another person lost their life. So
Yes.
be thankful for life
Yes,
as we go along.
yes. You got last time you were here. You were talking about some products that you've got available. Someone was questioning. It was on the live. Wanted to know if you got this, if you can do this, if you can do that, if you can do these things, and all of that. Let's go through it again once more. Your setup. In terms of the camera system you've got, what your camera system can do, and all that. You gave me a demonstration before you left the last time you here, night and day, and it was the same thing. Explain that to our listeners.
Now, what I say to all listeners out there, and from Paladin, one of the things that when persons here, I come online and I talk about what our camera system, what our alarm system, what any one of the electronic security solution that we have can do. The first thing that come into person's mind, well, if these things can do that, it gotta be costly. That's one of the first thing I want to put out there. No, we are not. We are on par with basically everything in terms of pricing, but what we are above everything else out there is the quality that we provide with our system. Paladin are the sole distributor of the Hikvision brand. People pronounce it Hikvision, some pronounce it Hikvision. So what you know that what you're getting in your home and your business is second to none. Now, as you was mentioned there, when I was here the last time, I actually show you a demo of our Hikvision color view system. Now that is a system that we have launched at the beginning of this year. Now, Hikvision in conjunction with Paladin decide now, after years of studying, a year of thinking, what happens with camera during the nighttime? Every imagery show is black and white. Now there's a lot of problems that comes with showing imagery at nighttime being black and white, both for the homeowners or the business owners and also for police, is identification. Because if the only purpose of having a camera system is not just only deterring, it's also holding people accountable for what they do. And one of the beauty about having a camera system at your home, videos don't lie. But videos tend to give problems if you cannot recognize who is there. And that is what Paladin we are offering persons via our Hikvision color view camera system. Now, you mentioned about the color being the same in the day as it is in the night.
Yes.
Now, what the Hikvision color view cameras from Paladin does is that it gives the identification of the culprit or culprits, vehicles. That is that persons, if you're in a pink top, you're going to see the pink top. If you're in a black pants, you're going to see black pants. If you're in a blue, anything, any different color.
Number plate and all.
Number plate is identified. You have an earring. And also one of the things that you have with the original or the conventional cameras. Now, during the night, I'm clear. Shade is dark. During the night time, man shady complexion
same. Yes, you can't
but
tell the
during the night
difference.
time with the Hikvision color view system from Paladin,
you can tell the difference.
Okay, shade is dark, Vance is clear. So that is something that we are saying to persons out there. Yes, everybody knows out there, as I always say, persons out there know of the beauty and the importance of having a security system, especially a camera system at home. But what persons are making is that they are going for any system out there, that when the time comes for that system to be in use, it is useless. So at Paladin, we're offering systems out there that when persons got that system at home or are their business, it is worth its while. And again, the price is very, very competitive. And I want to stress that out. The price is very, very competitive. Not because hearing qualities. The reason why we give the quality is that's what's Paladin for. In every one of our system, every one of our products that we offer out there is quality that we offer to the Vincentian public and the Vincentian residents out there. persons from overseas as well too, they tend to get in contact with us so that we could put system onto their home when they could manage it. Look, Spencer, I hope Spencer is listening this morning.
Yeah, he just called in. He just called in.
So Spence passed by me last week as well too, and we had a big at the office. Our office is located at Sharp Street. Persons can contact Paladin at 457-7241. Spence came by our office, and we actually had a demonstration for him that he see what we have there. And Spence was like basically the system that we offer down here in our small little island of St. Vincent is on par what the big country in Canada is offering. And at also a price that our system that we put to him is more, in terms of price, is more cost effective than the system that he actually have up in Canada. So that is what we're saying, Paladin is saying to persons out there. Give us a call, 457-7241. Visit our office at Paladin. We locate at Sharp Street. Go to our Facebook page at Paladin SVG Inc. Come by us first before you make a decision, because I could guarantee this. You come by Paladin, you contact Paladin, you're not going to go nowhere else. That is a guarantee, and I could put anything on top of that.
Let's talk about someone's ability to pay, right? And to negotiate and to put a payment plan in place. You could start paying down on a system and all that up front. Like Shady, for example, he ain't all the money right now, and you want
because Shady want to go cruising in the Independence weekend.
Right. So can he start paying down the money, or what system? Do you have any system at all where payment plans are concerned?
Well, basically our standard at present is normally be 50% down as a deposit before installation, and the other 50% after. But we take individual cases differently. We got actually, when persons come to us, they have a conversation with us. We could basically, we put it this way: Paladin, we take individual cases.
So you determine based on
everything like that. So we know sometimes that persons out there, and again, I want to stress again at Paladin, our pricing is not high. So I want to get away person from out there.
So don't think because it's quality.
Yeah, you're getting high because right now if you go to any one of those appliance business in town and you want to buy a 40-inch smart TV, you're paying about $3-4 grand for those. It depends on the brand you're paying for that. With Paladin, you get a home system at your home, installation materials, install, commission, mounting, everything for less than the price of a 40-inch smart TV out there. So you are getting something that your home that is protecting what you have in your home along with your life and also your family as well, your dogs, everything as well, you're protected. So in terms of you ask about, we take individual persons in terms of for that payment plan. As I mentioned before, our policy is 50% down, 50% after installation, but we take individual cases and it is all different, isn't it?
Okay. How much lead time do you need to have for you to come in and do a consultation, for example?
Let me talk about, for example, today. We have system that we are installing today. The person spoke to us yesterday. We do the assessment yesterday. The person put their deposit down yesterday. This morning at 9 o'clock, we are by that person who installing their system. Jeez. So it can be like that. Also, as well, we tend to basically give most person like 48 hours from the down payment for there to be installed. Most installation take a day or two, depending on the quantity of cameras or depends on what system that they want us. So if Paladin go to somebody home to do an assessment, or the person come to the office, sometimes persons who we don't have to sometimes go to their home. We have a lot of customers where, especially if they cannot make it in town, they send us photograph of their home. Okay. We could base the assessment. You can do that. Because the assessment is based on the amount of cameras that person at their home and also the materials that is required, because when we at Paladin do your installation for you, we professional do everything. So not only are you going to get a fantastic product from Hikvision to use at your securities, we also going to get installation like second to none. We have some neat installation system that put up because my boss out there, he always talk about aesthetics. I used to think aesthetic is something that when somebody go for surgery, but then when I talk into him, I realize aesthetic. Aesthetic is basically you paid hundreds of $1,000s for your home. You don't
Yeah.
want. Sometimes I go
To
to
see
person's
no
house.
wire running across
Sometimes I
and
go
across,
to person's house and I see when they have probably internet or something behind the cupboard, wires are thrown down here and there. With Paladin, whenever we do installation in your home, we are ensure that the cables to your home are secure. We are ensuring that whenever we put up our cameras, there's not much drilling. If drilling to be done, it's been neatly done. Any holes that is present is either it's silicone, and then we use a blank box and covers to cover that so that it could prevent insect from living in those things. So whenever we move from your home, persons are only seeing camera system at your home.
Okay.
They don't know where the cables go to, they don't know where it is. And when the system, the cables go back to the NVR, there's no wires there because we ensure that we cut and crimp the cables very close to the NVR so there be less excess wire.
What the hell is an NVR?
NVR.
I know what it is, but
Yeah,
for the
NVR
listeners.
is what you call a network video recorder. We tend to push a lot the IP system, that is the fixed network system. Now, let me use an example. The network video recorder is something. Back in the days, you remember we had a CD player. It's like your CD player. It's the recording device that records what the camera see. Because what I want to say to persons out there, they have, in terms of camera system, they gotta remember, it's not camera, it's a camera system. Even though we provide cameras that have onboard storage, we also provide camera that is wireless as well too. That's just only need power. We provide the onboard storage cameras that Paladin provide is that the cameras basically come with, you could put an SD card that actually save and record the
Because I was going to ask you
information.
how much saving time do you have?
The saving time is
Sometimes
based on when you have for example, if a customer have an NVR network video recorder that's the
Right.
recording device, the saving time is based because Paladin tends to give customer that option whereby you could put your quantity of hard drive, whether it be a 1 terabyte or 2 terabyte.
So I can decide to go and buy my own separately.
Yeah, you could
Okay.
decide, and we have that as well too.
Right.
So, for example, a customer who might be doing a 4-camera system at their home, they tend to go for like a 1 terabyte system. Now, based on for example, most of the cameras, if they are on continuous recording, you get an average of anything between 9 to 11 days. If the camera system is set on motion sensor, and that motion sensor basically means that whenever that camera pick up human beings, vehicle, it tends to record, you might get an extra couple more days on top of that. A 2 terabyte system might give you almost close to a week. A 4 terabyte system, depends on the quantity of camera, might give you up to 3, something close to a month. So Paladin give the customer the option to use what quantity hard drive based on their need. Or also, we will suggest to the customer, hey, if you're putting a full camera system at your home, we think that we advise you to use a 1 terabyte because we know that if something happened between 9 or 10 days, sometimes you already know. So you could go back into that system, see the recording, download the recording on your phone. You don't have to go in front of a computer or go in front of your TV to see the record. Everything is done from your phone, remotely, right there. You could be in America, you could be in Canada, download all your images on your phone, save that images, send the images to Bing, send the images to the police, send the images to your lawyer, etc. So everything could be done remotely using your mobile phone.
Why should I use a Paladin camera system as opposed to having 2 big dogs in my yard? Or I stamp there in my firearm. Just wait.
Having a big dog, having your firearm is security. But what things that you gotta remember? Let me ask you this, right? Now, you work. You're currently here. No, what is that? If for example, if your home security system is you and your gun standing by your front door. Now, you at work right now.
Yeah.
Who's protecting your home? No one. Now, you have a dog as well too. Now, basically, what dogs tend to do is alert. If there's nobody there to get that alert, that person
Good
gone.
answer.
Now,
Good
persons tend to as well to thief tend to think before they go to your home. Now you have
They
a dog.
monitor you and all
Yeah,
that.
they have a dog. They walk with something to eat. They walk with things to poison that dog. So when that dog is concentrating, eating wrong there, they go on the other side. Now with a camera system, now if that person come into your heart, that camera alerts you. You at work right now talking to me, you get a notification on your phone to tell you somebody's in your
there.
yard.
Yeah. You can
You
call
click
the
on
police.
you click on your phone, you will get an instant video recording of whoever alert from the camera,
Wow.
or you got a
Nice.
picture of a
Nice.
person in your
Nice.
yard.
Nice.
Now it's up to you now to take the necessary steps. Now again too, when a person's coming to your yard, it is being recorded. So that if that person come into your yard, let me say for example, most of the time when persons know that they have a break-in or theft is when something is missing or something is damaged. A lot of times people tend to come into person yard, look around, as you mentioned, survey the area, look at for weak points. They might find a weak point, which they're gonna come back another time, or they might not see a weak point. Now you do not know that the person was in your yard. Whether or not you have a dog, because the dog will bark. Persons say dog bark all the time, they're not gonna pay interest to that. It's you, the home owner, if you're home, when you hear a dog bark, with look out. But next door neighbor not gonna study that because all around them dogs are being barking.
Nice.
So
Nice
when
answer.
so if you you go home this afternoon from work after hard day work, you decide you're gonna lie down on your bed or your sofa in your living room, you're gonna go back through your camera recording. All of a sudden you see Mr. P in your yard looking around. All of a sudden you see Mr. P going up in your mango tree or your guava tree, your plum tree. Now there was no sign of Mr. P was in your yard, but when you look at your camera system, you actually saw Mr. P coming to your yard. That is the beauty of having a surveillance system at your home. And also the beauty of having a good quality surveillance system at your home, because you see Mr. P from most camera system out there, but you're not gonna see how Mr. P look. You might assume that Mr. P could be such and such, but then when you go to court, there's no assumption in court. You have to have facts. You have to have clarity. And with Paladin, our camera system give you clarity, recognition, alertness, quality, and also affordability.
What about sound?
We also have cameras that provide sounds. We also have cameras that provide two-way audio. We find that since we introduced those sound cameras in this, a lot of shop owners, especially mom and pop shops, tend to have, because we have customers who work, and obviously they get somebody working with them, and we put cameras in the shop or the businesses that have audio recording. So you actually hear what's going on, but those workers do not know that not only are you seeing, you are hearing what's going on. We also have cameras at Paladin where you could actually talk two-way audio. So if a person come to your yard, the camera notify you that somebody's in your yard. It could be somebody who come to look for you, your friend, or your family.
Right.
So when you get the alert from your camera to say, okay, Bing is in your yard. Bing could be in your yard talking to you, not on your phone, via the camera. So I could call, Bing, how things? You're doing it, Bing, you answer back, I respond as well. And remember, it is live. So Bing not gonna tell me hi and reach home and I say, oh, hi, Bing. No, it's live one-on-one. So we have different facets of cameras out there. That is why, Paladin, we are saying to customers out there who are listening to me, come by us. We could sit down, talk to you. Our assessment for your home or business is free. We could advise you what your need are. You could tell us what your need are, and we advise you. We have different camera systems to suit your needs. We have, as I mentioned, we have our standards camera system where you have the camera, the cables, the NVR, the recording, the hard drive in it. We also have camera system that have built-in onboard storage. We also have a wireless camera system that we put up on your home. We have audio camera that provide either one-way or, if person preference, is two-way. We have AccuSense camera whereby it basically works like an alarm system. So whenever that camera identify either human being or vehicle, it trigger the alarm. And remember, when it trigger the alarm, is not just the camera notifying you, which it will also gives off the alarm siren. Light will be flashing, a noise will be making. And you know with thieves, when thieves come, they move like the deaf in the night. Whenever you have something that make noise, it causes them to panic and run off. Recently, we installed a camera system by a business in town. The persons them did not know the camera system was installed. 2 days later, they break into that place. When they break into that place, they didn't realize the camera system was there. The footage is there, clear as day. The person then, a couple days after, the same business owner went in and put in the alarm system. Our alarm system work in conjunction with the camera. So basically what will happen now, even though that person might not pass where the detectors or the magnetic contact are, once that camera system pick you up, it will actually give the alarm off via the panel and via the siren that is connected to your home and our business as well too. So I am saying to persons out there, Paladin is your number one provider for security system at your home, whether it be camera, whether it be a wireless alarm system, access control, because Paladin provide different facets of electronic security. Give us a call, 457-7241. You could visit our office, our showroom, get a demonstration of that product at Sharp Street. Go to our Facebook page at Paladin SVG. Before you make a decision in buying an alarm system or camera system, give us a call or visit our office or visit our Facebook page. I can guarantee you after speaking to one of us, seeing our product, you're not gonna go no anywhere else. One of the things that I wanna mention to persons out there, pricing is something that person asks a lot, because as I mentioned, Bing, you mentioned that when person hear the camera could do this and do that. Every time they hear a camera system or a camera system do this, they're thinking, oh, that price is this, that price is that.
Right.
No, a camera system is supposed to provide everything that we mentioned, but unfortunately, very few cameras does that. And with our Hikvision camera system from Paladin, it provides every facet that you need from your camera system.
Vance, I want to thank you very much for coming in as per usual. Someone said that you definitely, you know your products, and you're very fluent in what your services are, and you're very good in terms of giving information on your product. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me here.
Thank you. All right, Vance, that was Vance from Paladin. Listen, we're going to need some paddling just now when we come back, because that's when the back and I'm going to start. Stay right there. Shady, we move the damn thing first. Shady, what happened? You did, Shady, what did you do? What did you do, Shady? Don't move anything. Do not touch anything, Shady. Leave the thing with the Shady. You see, there we go. We need paddling here for Shady. But yes, we can just move the thing and they come to me. I ain't move nothing. Me, no. Listen, we're going to take a break, coming back. We got Council coming up, and we're going to start the back now with Council. We're going to continue. Today is the 17th of October, D-Day. Today is the day when the summit.
Probably flying out today. Or you flew out last night or yesterday. USA yesterday.
You see, you read to your heart, you know. You like you the entrepreneur, you know. Today is the day.
You was at the expo up by post office.
Prime Minister Gonsalves. Say who you talking about? The Prime Minister Gonsalves was at the World Food Day activity yesterday. Up to what time?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure, but you saw him there. What time did you see him there? Put you in the box now.
We have had to run before.
What time did you see him there? Yesterday. Yes, I'm asking you what time. What time did you see him there?
I can't recall.
You can't recall. All right. Let's take some quick commercial break. When we come back, we jump into, we might only be able to run 2 and come back with Council. Let's do this and come right back.
Security camera with infrared lighting for night monitoring, people, vehicles, or other important objects can be blurry and blend into the background, making it difficult to identify details in black and
Paladin
white.
SVG Inc. alarm solution is second to none. We offer intrusion alarm systems, security radar, active infrared beams, and emergency alarm systems. Get perimeter protection for your premises. Active infrared beams protect large areas. Our radar video linkage solution sends data to PTZ cameras for active target tracking, so you can take immediate action. Intrusion alarm systems offer reliable protection and records video the moment the alarm is triggered and sends footage to users via email or the app. Intelligent alarm systems mean you can control your home from anywhere in the world. Find out more at Paladin SVG Inc. at telephone number
Plain Talk. Plain Talk with Jumo Thomas.
So much things to say right now.
All you talk now.
On OMG.
This is the time, Council. Our Council is inside. Let's bring him in forward. Good morning to you, Council. Good morning. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning, Bing. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Shady. Most of all, good morning to your listeners. Bing, there's so much to talk about, but I want to spend a little time pointing to the plight of a young man and the problems that we have in St. Vincent and the Grenadines relating to so many things. It has to do with the situation at the Argyle International Airport. There's, you know that the AC there has not been working for some time now, and it creates an inconvenience for people who have to be there, particularly in these very hot days. But the issue I want to raise this morning has to do with an employee at the airport by the name of Carlson Ford. And fundamentally, Carlson Ford was promoted like today, and he was demoted tomorrow. Carlson Ford had been offered a position as Senior Aviation Security Officer. The man who started out as a supervisor in general security. And my information tells me that an aviation expert came in. Mr. Peter Kesterton came in and conducted some work, conducted some courses on aerodrome and operations. And the information that I have is that Ford took the class and was quite successful. In fact, he was a top student, and he was encouraged to apply for a position as operations assistant. The position was advertised internally in the company, and he did that. And he was made an offer as he was the most suitable candidate. But my information tells me he was encouraged by the CEO, a gentleman, I think a gentleman by the name of Dale Davis, not to accept the position of assistant operations officer, and that there was another position that's being advertised, that will soon be advertised for operations officer. The position was advertised, he applied, and on the same day, he applied for the position, and the person who was given the position, Ford didn't get the position, someone else was given that position, and then that person said he did not want the position. So Ford ended up with the position, right? And he assumed the position on October 1st, and he was to report to the position on October 3rd. And then on the same afternoon, he said he was told that the position could not be offered to him anymore because the big man did not think that he was deserving of the position.
Oh, the big man.
The big man. And my information also tells me that Ford, who happens to be probably outspoken young man, though supportive of the party, was berated back in February. They had a 6th anniversary celebration dinner for the Argyle Airport opening. Ford was publicly berated by the big man.
The big man.
For being critical of some of the policies at the airport. I don't know what it is, but we now have a new chairman at the Argyle Airport Board of Directors. That is Godfrey Pompey. People may remember Godfrey Pompey. Godfrey Pompey for many years was the permanent secretary in the Ministry of National Security. He's now the big man at he's the chairman of the board. He's not the big man. He's the chairman of the board at the Argyle Airport. Now, he took over from Mr. Ken Young, who was there on the board. Bing, what it says, these kind of decisions, a person is qualified for a position, he's offered the position, and then there's some bureaucratic intervention which says that he could not or should not be given the position. And that happens almost every single day in St. Vincent in the state administration. Almost every single day in the state administration that happens. So what happened to Carlson Ford is just symptomatic of a larger problem, St. Vincent. So here's this individual, man, who is here in St. Vincent. He's prepared to work. He's doing his work. He applies for a position. He does the necessary training. He succeeds at the training. He's offered a job based on his performance, based on his qualification, based on his training. And then you have that kind of administrative intervention, which then says, well, look, you couldn't get it because I heard that you are critical of some things I say. And you know, in this country, it doesn't matter the slightest shade you may have with official position, or the slightest shade you may have with the position of a particular individual that is perceived to be anti. You're anti. So you can't, unless you line up totally and completely with the order of the day, you are said not to be in support of the project. And it doesn't matter how qualified you are. It doesn't matter how trained you are. It doesn't matter how certified you are. It does not matter how committed you are to the job or to the country. Those are not critically important issues. The singular issue on which you are vetted is loyalty to the administration in power. I mean, clearly, this is not the way in which governments should run. And you know, in many respects, you would think that we would have done a better job than the colonial authorities. But when the colonial authorities controlled this country, there might have been racial decisions. You know, if you're white, you step forward. If you're brown, you get a peek in. And if you're black, you have to stand back. But there was a emerging meritocracy, which says that you would assume a position to the extent that you are capable, trained, qualified for that position. And since independence, where the black political elite has taken over, a lot of positions in St. Vincent and the Grenadines are allotted according to loyalty. So if Bing Joseph is perceived not to be supportive of the governing political elite, irrespective of how trained Bing Joseph is, how trained Stephen Joachim is, how much of a deficit we have in a particular area where your training or Stephen Joachim training would apply, you end up in a situation where you could not get the job or you could not be suggested for the job because your loyalty is suspect. And that is causing a big problem in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And to the extent that one has to have political loyalty to serve St. Vincent, it says that we need to seriously begin to think about how we can rearrange our political order, how we can rearrange the political directorate and press to ensure that people are selected for positions because they merit the position, because they have the training for the position, because they have the requisite experience and credentials for the position. It cannot be that at an independent authority like the airport authority, where there's a board of directors, where through internal mechanisms a given individual was offered a position based on his training, based on his expertise, and then for someone high up in the political chain to say that this person is undeserving of the position. And not only that, the person should be removed from the position because he or she may be critical of this or that view or issue or opinion or person for that matter. Because who says, and there's case law on this, that people in the public service, in the public administration, the classic case on this is the Freitas versus the Attorney General of Antigua. People in public administration are allowed in law to speak about issues about governance. But here you have a young man, and my source tells me that part of the reason why Carlson Ford has been treated in the way in which he has been treated, Carlson had taken a very active interest and a very pro-union stance in the negotiations that the Public Service Union was having with the airport authority. And for that, for his stance, for his trade union consciousness, where he was prepared to stand up and look out for the interests of his fellow workers at the airport and himself, he's being penalized. That can't happen in 2023, but it's happening. And part of the ways in which I think we begin to think about changing that is for us to find ways to break the spell. There's no other way that we can end this, at least put a temporary end to it, by breaking the spell and smashing the cabal which currently controls all aspects of Vincentian life. Because once that cabal remains intact, once that cabal is allowed to rule over all spheres and aspects of Vincentian life, we are going to have more and more problems. We're going to have the frustration of young people. Because if this young person won't support the authority or the individual or the big man or the party, that person is viewed as suspect. It's not whether he has a national interest or she has a national interest. As I said, the sole criterion for advancement, for promotion, for anything is loyalty. So what we are having now, or what has emerged, and I remember writing a column a few years on this, what has emerged in St. Vincent is the paramountcy of the party, where the party determines every single aspect of Vincentian life. So if you, and sometimes it even impact go into the private sphere. Remember there was a time when it was said that the talk was, for example, that I would be forced to leave St. Vincent because I would not be allowed to make a living here in St. Vincent as a lawyer. And I would be forced to return, to leave and to go back to New York. And so many people are moving out of St. Vincent. The professional class is moving out of St. Vincent because because they can't find employment here, 2, because the salaries are so very low, and 3, because the environment in St. Vincent and the Grenadines is hostile to free discourse, free exchange of opinion and ideas. And I think that we're at a point now being, well, the spell has to be broken. And you have a responsibility. All of us have a responsibility to make sure that that spell is broken. That's my take for this morning.
All right, that's your take. I want you to stay right there. We're gonna go to the top to do a station ID.
I told you my battery may run out.
Okay, well, I hope it does, because I want to ask you how do we break this spell. All right, let's go to the top, Shady, quickly, and come right back with Council. Here we go. It's 8 o'clock in SVG.
1069 is trending.
Turn up the music. Turn down the lights.
Blazing on the air at 1069 FM.
I like you.
What does this button do?
Lord, have
On your phone or device at tunein.com. Or on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Boom SVG 1069.
Ooh. This pain, one more shot. Ooh, me a shot. One go wrong. Had a pain, well, alright. This type of pain run deep in my heart. Me know me now go be the same. Inside my brain, hear voices every day. Paranoid, me couldn't escape this type of pain. Reality strike never again. Me can't go see Shireen and me cry for days. It make me feel numb and me can't find words for explain this type of pain. As me try to heal them, cut me heart and make it bleed. And I know me can't believe them kill my family for real. So anyway me come, me swear me have to bring the steel. Cause any man will feel like them can take my tree, them must a dream. The boy will take your life, alright, now me want to see him. God know they make me grieve, so me no have no mercy feel. Depressing thoughts make it hard for me go sleep. And anytime me lock my eye, me see your face in my dream. And it's hard for me cope. When depression with anxiety just have me your room. God know right now me they trust nothing I road. Lock the ground with whom me know me just stay in my zone. Tell my auntie I feel it with little bit of hope. No words, not dead if they bring comfort to me.
Alright, Shady, let's get back.
Bull 1069, SPG's #1.
Let's bring back Council front and center, front stage. Council, you spoke about breaking that spell. What exactly do you mean? What spell? And how do we break this spell?
He has had control over the country for the last 23 years. And they are looking for a sixth term. I think the responsibility of responsible Vincentians is to ensure that they don't get it. I have said time and time again that you have to learn to pick pockets. You don't just wake up tomorrow and decide you're going to pick Bing pocket. Bing might snatch your hand. But these guys have been trained to pick pockets. And, well, they're not only picking pockets, they're picking minds. And that may explain why they have had five terms. And I think the time has come for people to realize that this cabal has outlived its usefulness. And it is time that there's a change. This is not to say that the change is going to be a panacea. This is not to say that the change would solve all problems. But remember, when the ULP came in 2001, it said it was the change. And what we are seeing now is that the ULP is more of the same. I remember Ken Boy used to say the same old khaki pants. And it is sad when you listen to Prime Minister Gonzalez, or even sometimes the finance minister, his son Camilo Gonzalez, they tell you, well, this used to happen under the NDP. Well, how the hell are you telling us it used to happen under the NDP when you told us that you were the change, that you would change things? And clearly nothing is being changed. And responsible Vincentians have to make that change. Yeah? That I don't see how we don't get to that point now. I think ordinary people are increasingly getting to that point. I mean, the mismanagement of the economy, the depth of corruption, the crime rate, the unemployment rate, the underemployment rate, the poor salaries that we are getting, the takeover of the nation by foreigners, the wholesale giveaway of national property. All of these are coming together are more than enough to tell our people that the time is right for that change. And I am prepared. I've said this before, I'm prepared to do all that I can to ensure that the spell is broken.
We got someone on the line who wanna interact with you. Caller, good morning. You're live with Council.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Bing. Good morning, Shady. Council, good morning.
Morning to you.
Listeners. I thank you for raising that issue this morning. You know, it is a crying shame. And we look, particularly when we look at young people in this country, Council, we find that increasingly our males are being more and more marginalized. And this is a clear example of that. You know, if you look around in the last couple of appointments, significant appointments, except perhaps in the police force, in the police service, all of these have gone to young females.
Are the females not deserving?
No, I am not saying no, but there are also males who are deserving and who are not given a chance.
But I have never heard this argument when males had control all of the major positions. So why are we making that argument now? There was a time when males were, all the permanent secretaries were males, when the magistrates and judges were males. I didn't hear men come on here and say that females were marginalized.
The fact that it has changed over time means that somebody or a group of persons have recognized that this was happening, it was an evil in society, and therefore we have to do something about it. What I am saying now, are we going to turn the wheels the totally opposite direction?
But sir, you would agree with me. You would agree with me that the politics and economics of St. Vincent is overwhelmingly controlled by males. Don't be fooled by the political gimmick and optics that says that a few prominent positions here are made by, are positioned in females. Not these females are essentially eunuchs. They have no real power. They have no real independence. They assume positions. The politics and economics of St. Vincent are controlled by males.
But again, let's look at it. I mean, we cannot do a total revolution and say, oh, we are going to now sideline the males because of this. But I'm saying what is happening here now to this young man at the airport really cannot go well for our
No, well, that's a different argument. I'm totally in agreement with you, and that's why I raised it, because what it shows is that quality individuals who are trained and promoted for a job, they are being frustrated by a political establishment, a political elite. And that's what we need to talk about. But the mere fact that women, because for one thing, we need to know, the advancement of women, or even if women get ahead past men, that is not an end of civilization moment. It's not an end of civilization. In fact, it may be a good thing to have more and more women emerging, because maybe we need some estrogen and a little less testosterone in our body politic. And hopefully, to the women who are being advanced, we hope that they would not think that they have to suppress their estrogen and manifest testosterone to show that they are man, that you are asked to man up. Women must not man up. Women must keep all their feminine qualities and bring a new dispensation to the extent that they are trained and prepared to do so. But I don't think we shouldn't fall into this trap of trying to play men against women.
Okay, Council. Thanks again for reasoning.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you. 4511069 if you want to get in with Council. Sorry, missed that one. 4511069 Council. Before you go, is there anything else you want to say before you wrap it up?
No, not at all. This may be a good time for us to say until we meet again.
Until we meet again. That's certainly true. Until tomorrow, that will be tomorrow morning. Thank you very much, Council.
All the best to you.
Well, I ready to get into my thing, but I gotta run some ads, so I want you to stay right there. Please. I don't want you to move. Okay? Because I'm gonna run my commercial break, which I have to do. Take my commercials. Before I do, let me take this quick call. Caller, quickly. Good morning.
Bing, good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing well. How about you?
Oh, it's a beautiful day, isn't it?
Oh man, Boy, why you crying now, boy? Oh, God. My buddy, how are you? Can you please identify yourself, or should I identify you? This is the Prime Minister's personal attaché, Chevron Candyman. Candyman, the sweet one.
Where you come up with that one, boy? Anyway.
The sweet one, the sweet one. You sound a bit distant. Are you calling from Ottawa?
I'm driving.
Oh, I thought you were calling from Canada.
I have you on speaker, hands-free.
Oh, you have me on your hands-free because you sound a bit shady. Doesn't you sound a bit distant? Yeah, I thought you were calling from Ottawa, Canada. Sorry, go ahead.
It's cold here.
It's cold. It's cold there. Okay.
Air conditioning.
Air conditioning. There's something called air conditioning. Let's go. Let me go, buddy. Let me go.
I just feel, I just feel like council is being a little disingenuous this morning. When he says, and he gives a broad outline, he says basically, for anybody to make it, to be appointed to any position under this administration, you had to be loyal and not qualified. Right? But I remember there's a time that the administration appointed him to quite a few positions. So I have to ask myself, as a rational thinking individual, was it because of his qualification, or was it just because he's loyal?
Good question.
And if the answer is because he was qualified, if his answer would be because he's qualified, then it would suggest to me that he thinks he's the only person qualified to do anything in Simmons and the Grenadines. Nobody else qualified. Everybody else loyal. And if the answer is that was because he's loyal, then it means this morning he's a hypocrite. Because when it suits him, he will take it. And I think that's why people don't really bother with Jomo Thomas anymore. Because I remember a time when he was with the PMC. Remember PMC?
Yes.
People's Movement for Change. He made all these arguments against the ULP when he was at the PMC. Then he dropped all of that because Ralph called him and said, "Hey, now, how are you run? I can get you everything you want." He dropped all of that and defended everything about the ULP and run for ULP and got ended and said it backward. And he did. I remember Jomo Thomas saying that the ULP is the change. You remember that speech from Jomo Thomas? I remember that speech. ULP is the change. And then he back outside now, so he tongue change again. That's hypocrisy, man. People, that's why council, I think you have to find a style. You have to find some stability in your mind. Your mind too shaky. That's why people are really studying Jomo Thomas. People don't pay attention to Jomo Thomas anymore. Jomo Thomas' height of popularity was when he was with PMC. It gone. It disappeared because people ain't really trusting you, man. You're like a coconut tree, and when the wind blow, you're gone with it. You're bent with it.
Wow.
I feel sorry for council this morning, man.
That's a mighty strong words.
No, but look, a man like Kenson King, which is my good buddy, right? I know where Kenson stand all the time, and I respect that. Me and Kenson can have ferocious arguments, and when we're done, we laugh and kick and so on. That's my buddy, right? You can council with buddies too. But you can't take a man today, he's here, tomorrow, he over there when it seems like it suits him. And I am telling you that that's the opinion people have of him. You're with PMC, you cost labor, nothing good about labor. Ralph called you and gave you everything you want. You run with labor, you cost everybody else. You're back outside now, you're going back. Come on, man. Some hypocritical.
It sounds as if there are other persons. Let me think. Do you know of anyone else who's that what you just described there? Frankly speaking. Why you laugh? Why are you laughing? What's wrong with the two of you? We're going to show you. I just asked you a question. Why you two you laughing?
Well, I should say that would be the silver lining in the conversation we're having now. That Jomo ain't the only one. You get what I mean? You hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing
That is the silver lining.
Buddy, leave me alone this morning. I ain't ready for you yet.
No, man.
Well, the conference. Okay, cool. We don't deal with Jomo. We don't deal with Jomo. Renegade. Renegade. Traitor. We don't deal with it.
I ain't the traitor.
Renegade. You know anybody? Do you know of anyone who used those words on the tarmac? Renegade. Traitor.
I ain't said that. I said hypocrite.
Hypocrite was used as well too. Renegade, traitor, hypocrite. You know of anyone who used those words?
I remember Prime Minister used to say political cocobe.
Political cocobe. Yes. But do you know of anyone who used the word renegade and traitor and hypocrite? You know of anyone who used those words?
Who's that?
Do you know?
Jog my memory.
Is that person in Canada right now?
Who's in Canada?
You are the attaché. You are the attaché to the Prime Minister. Could you tell me, please? Because a whole lot of people that are on the line tell me I have food to cook and buy. Is the Prime Minister your boss? Is he in Canada right now? Serious speaking.
Prime Minister is not in Canada.
Thank you very much, sir. Let's talk later on today. You have anything else you want to contribute?
No, he's not in Canada.
Okay. Do you have anything else you want to say this morning? Go ahead.
I got it.
The floor is yours. The floor is yours. No. You have anything else? You're sure? You're sure? You're running from this one here. You're running from this one. All right, buddy. Good. We're going to hear you tomorrow morning. He gone. We're going to deal with it all. Listen, the firelight, the firelight and the pot going on the stove right now. Let me take a quick break and come right back.
Yeah, one more call him. Probably Joe more call.
Listen to me, leave me alone this morning. You see, every time I'm going to do my thing, you always tell me, there's nobody there. There's nobody there. Okay, come. Let me, I bet nobody there. Call, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Boomer. How are you doing?
We're doing good.
Yes, I listen to my friend Jomo frequently. In fact, most of the time. And it's interesting. I would have liked to get on to ask him a question, but probably you can ask him for me, and I guess other
He's listening.
Since when Jomo felt this way about Ralph, Prime Minister Ralph Gonsalves and the ULP, it was an accolade of Ralph all the time. Ralph has not come around recently. He knew about the pronouncement. He knew of the philosophy. He knew about Ralph stands for. In fact, he was with Ralph, actually ran for the party, and then all of a sudden, everything about Ralph is bad. And all that he said before, you remember not to forget. Well, Ralph was probably the best thing since sliced bread. What would be interested is what all of a sudden made the person who was the best man in the world the worst man. It would be interested. I have my thoughts on it, and I sure so do you.
Those are very interesting questions. And I will...
If I get an opportunity to ask him, I would, but I may not.
Do you wish for me to ask him tomorrow morning?
Sure.
Okay. While I have you here, can I ask you a question, sir? Okay. Do you know if our Prime Minister is at the CARICOM Canada Summit in Ottawa, Canada, as we speak?
As far as I know, he is not.
He is not?
Yes. I heard you ranting and raging over that matter.
Right.
Yes. And I wonder, is it childish?
Right.
Now, let us look at it.
You're calling the Prime Minister childish? Is
No,
that what you
I
just
did
said?
not.
No, is that what you just did?
You were ranting and
raving.
Right.
Right.
And what you are doing there was
childish.
Right.
For our leader, for our Prime Minister. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me talk. Who do you think? Hold on. Okay. Right. Okay. Can I speak now? Who do you think will sound more childish? Me ranting and raving, or you not being concerned about the Prime Minister not attending a summit of leaders of CARICOM in Canada?
To me, it's neither here nor there.
It's neither here nor there for you. You don't concern about this. When the Prime Minister speak about global warming, are you concerned about that? Or it's neither here nor there?
Most, if not all, of the topics that the Prime Minister covers.
So including global warming.
Of course.
Right,
Why not?
right. And financing for global warming.
Of course.
Of course. And making sure that we don't have the whole of George come wash away, and we have to have monies to protect the shoreline up there. You're concerned about that, right?
What has that got to do with the Prime Minister?
No, but that's it. But that's the Prime Minister speak about these things all the time.
Of course he does.
Or you don't listen. Have you not heard the Prime Minister speak about that?
Of course I have.
Of course. I wonder, when we speak about Jomo, when you came on just now and you spoke about Jomo, I wonder, now that I'm hearing you speak about me being childish in my ranting and raving.
You never gave me the chance.
I wonder if you are not of similar type of Jomo, because you don't want to recognize when something is wrong and to call it wrong. What you call the Prime Minister not being at the summit of leaders of CARICOM in Canada, wrong or right?
How can that be wrong?
So it is right.
I said already. I said it's neither here nor there.
It's neither here. So you don't care. Okay, when the Prime Minister went to Colombia the other day for the reparation conference, how did you feel about that?
He could have gone, or he could well not have gone.
Did you feel neither here nor there about it?
I am happy that he went.
You're happy that he went, but you're not happy that he should go to one of our diaspora where we have many thousands of incensions to talk about the issues of which he has as paramount importance in the Constitution, not in the Constitution, in the manifesto of you subscribe to. Or you have not seen the manifesto?
I'm quite familiar with the manifesto.
Oh, okay. And is global warming one of the pillars in the manifesto?
I've seen it many times over in different...
Okay. Is global warming one of the many pillars of the manifesto?
I don't know if it's one of the many pillars.
Okay. Is it important? Is it placed as an important issue in the manifesto? Unlike the NDPs of the Prime Minister would say.
Global warming, of course. Look at what we're experiencing.
Right. I want to thank you very much. I usually enjoy your conversations.
You never gave me an opportunity to substantiate what I...
Well, go ahead. My apologies. Go ahead.
Okay.
My apologies. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, look at it this way. I don't know if we are aware where, and I hear many insinuations made, where whose jurisdiction ends where, and who has immunity and who do not. Let me give you an example. If I go to Canada, okay, I come back here, or if a friend of mine go to Canada, he comes back and says that such and such, John assaulted him in Canada, and he comes back here. Does anyone here have jurisdiction over that?
But I have been saying all along this nonsense that people have been saying about the Prime Minister can't go to Canada. It's stupidness.
He chooses not to.
That's what I've been saying. But I've been saying that.
minister will rant and rave over the prime minister.
Right, I have been saying that.
But
But
who use reverse psychology.
I use reverse psychology. Bless my heart.
I am the one responsible.
No. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. The kings, people like Ken, so horrible, disgusting people like Ken, so King and them was on here talking about the prime minister can't go to Canada because this and that. And I defended the situation.
Okay.
I said, how could you say a leader of a sovereign country who's a diplomat, who carries a diplomatic passport, cannot go to Canada? I said that. And then now, the issue of the summit, leaders of countries, of CARICOM countries, not foreign ministers, but leaders, prime ministers, will be at that summit. And our prime minister, and hold on. And our prime minister not going to be there. Don't you find that there is something wrong about that, and the prime minister need to give us an explanation?
No, that second part of it, he may or he may not explain why he was not there. But to take it, sanctimony.
Okay. So he don't have any explanation to give anybody.
I didn't say that.
You say he may or he may not. Oh, well, I thought you were going to say he should give an explanation or he should not.
I know what I said.
Okay. Let me ask the question a different way. Do you, sir, believe that the prime minister should give us an explanation as to why he's not going to the leaders of CARICOM, heads of government of CARICOM summit in Canada?
He can give us a
No. Do you think he should?
What I think is neither here nor there.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate the interaction. We got some commercials to run. You'll hear what I think after the commercial, okay? And I appreciate you calling. Please call again, sir. Let's take a quick commercial break. We come back. Shady Brown, them commercial. Give me quick, please, because we got food to cook. Everybody's saying talking about I owe them food. We got food to cook. We got food to cook. And buy. There you go. When the commercial, them going quick and Shady. Run them, Shady.
Are you looking for that honest, competent, reliable, trustworthy, and professional service to protect and transport your cash? Look no further than Amalgamated Security Services. Our trained CIT professionals will guarantee.
Hello, champions. I am Sinclair Stapleton, your best friend. Today I'm here to introduce you to the red and green Lviv Fruit Herbal Supplements. These products are going to help you to alleviate sickness and pains from your body. They contain 5 powerful fruits and vegetables: noni, acai, mangosteen, pomegranate, and goji berry. And what they do is that they are going to alkaline your body and help you to get rid of sickness and pains from your body. To get in touch with me, contact me at 784-454-7000. Let me repeat, 784-454-7000. I leave you with this tip. Every time you eat, you're either feeding a disease or you're fighting it. Ciao.
Idiot. Stupid boy. Done. Fool. Yes. My dog. Hey! Move out my way. Me, I'm mad for my day. Mad. Hey! Move out my way. Now, me, I'm mad for my day. Frank White, I'm mad, me, I'm a dog. Mad.
Green Hill, P.O. Box 2046, Kingston.
Rock Vinci style. Yeah! Celebrate October 27th. Show independence pride with fabric from Lanes. Choose from our wide selection of independence themed fabric and let your creative juices flow. For a 3rd year in a row, Lanes invites our patriots to show their talents in fashion or home design. There's gift vouchers to be won for the best festive indie pride design. Stride out in pride. Winners will be posted on Instagram and Facebook. Rock Vinci style. Yeah.
Hate speed. Oh, and much more. New brands, new styles. Start
Rock Vinci style. Yeah. Celebrate October 27th. Show independence pride with fabric from Lanes. Choose from our wide selection of independence themed fabric and let your creative juices flow. For a third year in a row, Lanes invites our patriots to show their talent in fashion or home design. There's gift vouchers to be won for the best festive indie pride design. Stride out in pride. Winners will be posted on Instagram and Facebook. Rock Vinci style. Yeah.
Tomatoes and Onward Connect.
from TCL.
Welcome to Lanes, Home, Floor, and Design Center. Located on Sharp Street, you will find in our newly renovated showroom a wide selection of beautiful tiles, bathroom sets, windows, doors, and rugs. All the latest designs at unbeatable prices. Whether you are building a new or upgrading, visit us at Lanes, Home, Floor, and Design Center, where our knowledgeable staff are ready to greet you. Lanes, your family store for value.
Paints, goods, as far as the eye can see. I told you everything. See you soon. A warm welcome awaits you. Hardware Plus.
Let's get ready to ride. Act now and purchase your AKT just in time to ride this independence. For a limited time, you get 10% off every AKT purchase, which also comes with a true rider-like accessory. No cash, no problem. Pay with Quartz Ready Finance.
Get ready to experience the ultimate destination for relaxation, unwinding, and socializing at Hotel Alexandrina's Culture Bar and Grill. Immerse yourself in our vibrant ambiance and savor the exceptional flavors of our delicious menu. Our menu is a treasure trove of flavors, offering an extensive selection of wines, liquors, cocktails, mocktails, shots, and mouth-watering dishes. Get ready for a taste of Vincentian hospitality like never before. We're open Monday to Saturdays from 3 p.m. until Hotel Alexandrina's Culture Bar and Grill, where flavors come to life.
The bar freezing cold and the kitchen always open. And hey, on the way from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, get ready for the legendary Two Race. Brooklyn, this is your turn. 1133 Clapson Avenue for the biggest back in time jam ever. Woodsy's Bar, Brooklyn, New
Horizons, hardware horizons, one place horizons, the helpful place. Yo, Corez is hardware, is the place for all of your home needs. If you want building materials, where you going? Corez's, Corez's. For paint and garden tools, where you going? Corez's, Corez's. Electrical cables, find that at Corez's. We have everything for your home at Corez's. Located in Kingston, located in Annisville. Pembroke, Diamonds, and Backwell. Shop at Corez's. Hardware Corez's. Helpful place Corez's. One place Corez's. Corez's.
Grills for all ages, so bring the whole family. Enjoy our special kids zone, filled with exciting activities and games. The Everything Vinci Expo Plus 2023. It's not just an event, it's a celebration. So come join us October 26th to 29th, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily. Don't miss this incredible opportunity to be a part of the Everything Vinci Expo Plus 2023. Gazette, sponsored by Dcash and the Republic of China on Taiwan.
Centel Insurance is celebrating 40 years of service to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. 40 years of building trust and relationships. 40 years of fulfilling your general insurance needs. 40 years of unmatched customer service. The management and staff of Centel Insurance pledge their continued excellent service to the private and commercial market. Centel Insurance, 40 and forging forward.
On OMG in the morning with the real Batman Big and DJ Shady.
Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Preacher man on Saturday. Heaven is under the earth. I know you don't know what life is really worth. It's an all that glitters gold. I'm that story has never been told. So now you see the light. Stand up for your right. Come on, get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight.
The number one morning show in the SBG. OMG in the morning.
Come on now.
You know, yesterday I said certain people they try to the country. Certain people they try to, you know what animal they're playing there, right? Right? Certain people they try to do this to the country. That because they think we are that animal. Right? That's a jackass. That's a jackass day. Right? And when they don't do that, when they can't get to ride the jackass, they do this. To get the jackass moving. They do this. So right now, I am going to, first of all, apologize to and according to the last caller, I am not. What did he say? There was being no, not childish, sarcastic. I was being sarcasm. I've not been. I wasn't, because those of you who listened would have heard me fight up with Kenson King when he came and he talked about Ralph Cargo Canada, Ralph Cargo Canada, Ralph Cargo Canada. And you would have heard my responses to that. And I said then that if you, Kenson King, and the rest of all you, if all you're so stupid to think a man who's a prime minister cannot go to a country, a Western country like Canada, then all they are all that's what I said then. But this morning, you heard Candyman, and I asked Candyman if the Prime Minister is in Canada, and he said no. And if you're just joining us and you weren't listening to us yesterday, and you're wondering what the hell is being talking about with Canada, then I'll tell you this. There is a CARICOM heads of government CARICOM summit taking place in Canada. Listen to me. A heads of government CARICOM summit taking place in summer, starting this morning as we speak. Not an unelected foreign minister CARICOM summit. Not that. Not an unelected CARICOM minister summit, but a heads, meaning prime ministers. Like how St. Lucia going, Prime Minister going, who's the deputy chair, the Grenadian Prime Minister going, the Dominican Prime Minister going, the Dominican Scarrett is the deputy chair of CARICOM, who will be being the deputy chair of the summit. How Barbados going, how Trinidad going, how Antigua going, but St. Vincent, we are such in the country, we are such is that our representative at the summit is an unelected foreign minister. And as I said, it is not an unelected foreign minister summit. It's a heads of government summit. Let me start. Opposition leader, and I'm quoting from the Eyewitness News, Godwin Friday says he expects that St. Vincent and the Grenadines SVG will be represented at the highest level at the CARICOM Canada Summit in Ottawa this week. You're speaking on Sunday. Friday told Vincentians in Toronto that anything else would be an insult to the Vincentian diaspora. An insult if the Prime Minister ain't come, but an unelected foreign minister were to show up. The opposition leader comment Sunday night might have been a jab at Prime Minister Rav Gonsalves, who has not been to Canada for years. After a Canadian lawyer, well, hold on, right there. Hold up the donkey. Hold the donkey. Oh, the donkey. We had that? Oh, donkey. Let me hold up. Pull that up right there. Find it. Oh, donkey. Whoa. Ease up. Whoa, donkey. Whoa, ease.
Yeah, what? Well, Kenny, give me some donkey brass.
Yes, ease. Oh, hold the donkey right there. Hold the donkey right there for me, Shady. Hold the donkey. Hold the donkey right there. Donkey, I say, hold on, donkey, hold, donkey. Hold it. Hold on. We ain't going there yet. Hold it, donkey. Hold it. Because I refuse to believe that the ancient warrior, my friend, the world boss, the man who's back broad, who's done have how many tins on the can, who could talk so because Camilo can't talk so, Soboto can't talk so because he don't have how much runs in the innings. I refuse to believe that my friend, the Honorable Prime Minister Gonsalves, will not go to Canada because of what this article is saying. Shady, put back the thing. Put back the thing right there for me, please. Don't move it. Don't move it. Put it back right there. Don't move it. Don't move anything. Don't touch anything. I refuse to accept what this article is saying. Let me all continue. The opposition leader commented Sunday night have been a jab at Prime Minister Ralph Gonsalves, who was not visited Canada for years after a Canadian lawyer made an allegation against him in a media interview. Listen to me. An allegation. A woman make an allegation. That can't be the reason. No. Somebody say no. Oh, donkey. Shady like the donkey. No. That can't be the reason, Shady. Stop the donkey. That cannot be the reason. No. The world boss. The world boss. You hear me? The ancient warrior. No. It can't be that. It can't be a woman make an allegation. And the world boss, the ancient warrior, the prime minister of 110,000 people, the president of CELAC, the man who got us on the Security Council, a woman who made an allegation, make him go Canada for 20-something years. No. I said no. No, Shady. No, it's not no. All they lying. Don't tell no lie. Do not tell no lie. Do not. Are they trying to do this to the man? No. The president of CELAC, the man who got us on the Security Council. So here what? Because I don't believe that. And Shady, you ain't believe that. I know any reasonable Vincentian will not believe that. A powerful man, a world boss, an ancient warrior, a man who's back broad, president of CELAC, the smallest country ever in the world to be on the Security Council. One woman will make him not go to Canada for such an important summit on issues that he believes strongly in? No. I don't care what all they say on the live. I don't care what all they say. Listen to me. I do not care. I'm not even watching the live. I'm not even watching the live. Or they could write, or they could talk, or they could cuss me over there. I'm not watching it. It can't be that. It cannot be that. Let me continue. Friday, who lived and worked in Canada for years before returning to SVG 2 decades ago and holds Canadian citizenship, said the summit is a very, very important event. So important that the main issues to be discussed on the summit was never mentioned in the NDP's manifesto, according to the world boss. But in the ULP manifesto, it was mentioned a whole heap of times. So important. The main issue discussing at the summit, the world boss kept saying that in the ULP manifesto, global warming was mentioned. He count them out for we. He said, watch how many times. He said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14 times in our manifesto, and then NDP have it once. Because, and I continue, because we have a special relationship with Canada going back many, many years. Friday told the Hope for Home town hall meeting organized by the Toronto arm of the Democratic Party, for which he is president. Continue. Friday's delegation included NDP chairman and MP for West Kingston, Daniel Cummins, Senator Chevron John, and Lavon King, the party's PRO, and is one that I believe we can cultivate. And certainly that I would, as Prime Minister, cultivate to seek to make a greater advantage to us. He told the gathering at the meeting where he gave his party's assessment of SVG and where it wants to take the country. So my really understanding, according to Friday, is that all the CARICOM leaders are invited and that all of them are going to attend. Unquote. Not no unelected foreign minister going. The summit is not an unelected foreign minister summit with Canada. It's a heads of government. I continue. Friday said that, well, all of them are expected to attend, he said, to some laughter. Let me just say this. As important as that summit is, if we do not have representation at the highest level, not, unquote, not an unelected foreign minister, unquote, let me quote again, it is an insult to you, this community, to Vincentian, I put that in, and must then that it is a degradation of duty because the potential importance of that summit is too great to take lightly, Friday said. No. No. The old boss have to have a media briefing tomorrow morning, and I'll get it from the API. Prime Minister, the Honorable Rav Gonsalves, will be holding a media briefing at the conference room in the financial complex to explain why he did not attend the heads of government summit with CARICOM to deal with that deals with the issues that he strongly believes in. And he sent instead an unelected foreign minister. The disrespect, the disdain, the disrespect to you, Vincentians, to you, Shady, that message is sending. The disrespect that this message is sending, that our Prime Minister, instead of going along with the other heads, has decided to send an unelected foreign minister to this summit instead of him going. What now? My question, what is the worst thing that can happen if Prime Minister Gonsalves go to the summit? What? He could still go. What's the worst thing that can happen? He carries a diplomatic passport. He's a diplomat. He's got diplomatic immunity. What is the worst possible thing that can happen? Is there something else we don't know? Could somebody tell me, please? Enlighten me here, please. Don't tell me not on the phone. What is the worst thing that can happen if the Prime Minister turn up to Canada? He's got diplomatic immunity. He's a Prime Minister. Like all the other leaders who at the summit this morning, who showing up this morning. What is the worst possible thing that could happen? They come out with placards? Well, because some do that in Brooklyn. It can't be that. They demonstrate. It can't be that. They lock him up. It can't be that. He's got diplomatic immunity. They can't lock him up. So what? Is there something that I am missing? Or as the man said who called that I'm making a mole out of a mountain because he sees no big deal in that. Although it is mentioned several times in the manifesto of his party. And the Prime Minister speaks about the issues several times. What it is, what it is. Is there something we don't know about? Prime Minister Gonsalves, you remember dignified silence. You remember you told Camilo Michael Gonsalves to take a dignified silence? Are you doing that? Are you taking your own advice? Then come and tell us. Say something to us, Prime Minister. Tell us why you're not going. Like I said, it can't be that you're afraid they're going to demonstrate against you because you're back broad. You the ancient warrior that is do that to you all the time when you go to Brooklyn. Are you okay? You have diplomatic immunity. They can't lock you up for whatever stupidness, I don't know, allegation. That is nonsense. So what is it? What is the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines going to miss out of as a result of you not going? That you're not telling us. You've not been to Canada for years and years and years and years. And no one have demanded an explanation. Well, today I am demanding an explanation. Because years and years and years, you didn't have no big reason to go. But now, there's a big reason for you to go, to have gone. What is it? What is the reason? What is it? Shady, you know? Shady, you used to they playing for them all the time. You're a ULP man. You must know. Anybody out there know? Somebody. They tell me, please. What? They can't touch him. Because a woman make an allegation. They can't lock him up. They can't put him in no cell. They can't put him in no handcuff. He's got diplomatic immunity, as I said. Placard. Protestant, he used to that, he back broad. Blocking the road, he used to that, he invented that in civil, so he know about that. We're talking about a man who is the president of CELAC. We're talking about a man who took us to the Security Council and a summit in a country in Canada. He not going. He is scheduling budget, preparing for budget. Because he was preparing for budget last week and he went to Colombia. What is it? Somebody help me, please. Please, somebody. Please, I beg somebody. Tell me, please. Candyman, call me, please. Candyman, please, because you're the touchy. Please, tell me, please. You go know. I remember he tap you on your knee when he talk about the operatives. He tap you on the knee. He said, the letters. So you know, Candyman, you know. What is it? The pot is bubbling this morning. We are being disadvantaged because our Prime Minister have chosen to not go to Canada for whatever reason, and because he's not telling us what the reason is. We chop it. We're not going to demand accountability. I don't even want to use that word because it's an NDP word. We're not going to demand answers. We're not going to demand an explanation. We chop it so. And so we come. We dotish. Shady, I realize it's time to go to the top. Saved by the 9 o'clock bell. We dotish people. We need to demand an explanation. The summit, the points to be discussed, the agenda, financing, monies for the same thing that they be talking about all the time. Monies, roundtable discussion on investment opportunities. All of that, which we want, private sector opportunities from CARICOM to Canada, which we want. And you know the war boss want them things for our people because he love we. He love we. He love the comrades them in the country. in Byra and up in Canary. And you know me love the comrade them in Greg's too. And I hear Soboto last night. I hear Soboto talking about climate change. I say, no, Soboto. Which rock you just crawl out from? Soboto, you're trying to jackass the country too? Or you don't know? As usual, you left out in the cold, Soboto. As usual, Soboto Caesar is left out in the cold and he ain't know what's going on. Soboto, you did on the radio last night. I heard you with my own ear on Star FM talking about climate change. Soboto, you ain't shame? Or is it that you really don't know? You ain't got the memo? I would hate to think that you get the memo and you're trying to jackass the country. We're here is really. We're here is really. Certainly not in Ottawa. Oh gosh, man. Oh gosh, no. We small, but we are firing we from the volcano. We small, only 110 with a village. But we need to demand better. We small with the fire from the volcano from Mother Sufrede. Why we not demanding? Where is that fire that's supposed to come deep with us? Deep inside of us. Where is that fire that's supposed to come from within our belly and the guts? We ain't had the fire anymore. The volcano just erupted the other day and we don't have the fire anymore. We're going to just sit back so and they're going to just go so after 9 days. They're going to just go so and the body going to think, the body going to ask for no explanation and just so. And we're going to have big fete and that is it. And next 6 in a row. Here we go. Just so? No. Oh gosh. And Prime Minister Gonsalves, I do not think Prime Minister Gonsalves will get vexed with me for speaking the way I'm speaking. Because, oh gosh, PM. Oh gosh. Wickedness increase, PM, if you don't give us an explanation. Oh gosh, PM, come on. No, man, no. No, PM, oh gosh, no. No. No, PM. We deserve better. At least an explanation. All them money that we could be getting for climate change, all them Gable Basket project, all them city fence thing, the round table discussion on trade agreements, on agriculture produce going to Canada, the visa situation to Canada. Oh gosh, Shady never had an American visa or Canadian visa. Shady will go Canada. Oh gosh, Prime Minister, you ain't care about Shady? You ain't care about Shady, Prime Minister? Oh gosh. Wicked, no. Oh gosh, PM, no. Shady bring the top. Oh gosh, no man, no, PM. And that's about the last night. Then Star FM talking about climate change. Oh God, Soboto. Soboto, no, Soboto, no. And you see why? No, Caesar. What is it? Caesar? No, we ain't giving on to Caesar what deserves to Caesar. Caesar, no. Caesar, you give up yourself. No, give on to Caesar this way. If you did on the radio, I hold you for yourself, Caesar. Oh gosh. It's all they have we. All they have we in a long time of days. You get when you eat out the corned beef tin and you start to play with the tin. That's how they have we now. And they're kicking the tin down the road. That's oh gosh, PM. No, man. I think maybe the PM is a bit tired. And it's not nothing. Maybe it's a time now to. I don't even want to say it. No, oh gosh. All them great things you've done, your legacy, airports, all these things. CELAC, Security Council. You mean to tell me you're going to make me have to say maybe it's time to give Friday a chance? Because of some stupidness that you ain't going to explain? Like, explain the thing to him, PM. Come and explain the thing to it, please. No. Don't make me look bad now. All kind of man. All kind of people yesterday with me, but they cuss me, they tell me all kind of thing, how I chop it and all kind of thing. Don't, please, Prime Minister, don't let Kenzo can come on here after me. Please, this man. I can't take him in my headphone this morning. I go just hang up my headphone and walk out like we Commissioner John do. Don't, please. Give your explanation, please. With the at least, I beg you, please. Should he come to the top, please. I have a condition, and Prime Minister, you hurt my feelings. You hurt my feelings because we deserve better. When you send to this major CARICOM summit an unelected foreign minister, you the world boss, President of CELAC, you took us to the Security Council. You build airport, you span the river, you move all kind of grave, you move church, you move river, you were like Moses. You put your rod there and you part the river and the mountains and build international airport. And you can't just go to the summit. It can't be this woman that they say in the article here who make allegation. It's not that. It's something else, man. PM, come on. Fix up yourself, man. Come on. Tomorrow morning, let me get the explanation, man. Shady, let go. Bring it up, Shady. Let go.
Boom, 1069 is trending.
Turn up the music. Turn down the lights.
Blazing on the air at 1069 FM.
I like you.
What does this button do? Lord, have mercy.
On your phone or device at tunein.com. Or on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Boom SVG 1069. On OMG in the morning with a real Batman Big and DJ Shady.
Just touchdown in Miami. The next stop is Trinidad. I went in the set to Barbados and Grenada. Learn what there was a scene. I touch Antigua, I touch Jamaica, I touch Caribana, touch Dominica, and it's the same thing. All them girl and them outside naked. It's nakedness, and when they wine they breaking that. All them girl and them out on the road. Naked, it's nakedness. How the girl that hot summers everything coming on. Take it off. Every girl start bubble and roll it. Bubble and roll it. Bubble and roll it. Bubble and roll it. Every girl start bubble and roll it. Bubble and roll it. Bubble and roll it. Bubble and roll it. Take it off. Take it off. Don't afraid. Take it off. You look good, girl. What's I want to? Plus you paid so much for your life. Bend your back, yeah, just like so. Baby fat tell you like dino. Every mold of cheese have it bread. Girl, somebody must like it. All them girl and them outside naked. It's nakedness. And when they wine, they breaking that. All them girl and them out on the road. Naked. It's nakedness. Look how the girl that hot summers everything coming. Take it off. Every girl start bubble and roll it. Bubble and roll it. Bubble and roll it. Bubble and roll it. Every girl start bubble and roll it. Bubble and roll it. You look good in your tongue, baby. Don't stop, keep shaking up your bum for me. Don't leave, girl, I'm loving your company. Back it up, girl, come for me. Gotta take it off, If you are falling something off, baby, cause to be the boss, you have the sauce. You look damn good. They're outside naked. It's nakedness, and when they wine, they're breaking that. Some girl and them out on the road. Naked. It's nakedness. Look how the girl that hot so.
Hey, while we're at it, remember we're in the month of independence, no matter what, all right? No matter what. This is our 44th independence celebration. No matter what, go or no go, show up or no show up. We are still a proud Vincentian. We have the fire in, we from the volcano. Even sometime it's out, like now, the fire out. Somebody throw out on the fire. Hey, let me remind you, let me let you know, on the 22nd, there'll be the Thanksgiving service, Rosewood Church of the Nazarene, 657 Millers Avenue. Wait, this is the Canadian. Oh, this is my boy. Oh, okay, that's my partner thing. All right, let me start. The Consul General of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, my buddy Fitz Huggins, in association of Toronto, celebrates the independent 44th anniversary. Our resilience, fortitude, our people, our identity. Now here the list of things that they'll be having on the 22nd Thanksgiving service. Yeah, I give you the address already. The flag raising ceremony, which is usually a big thing. This is in Toronto City Hall from 12 noon. Lighting of Brampton Clock Tower midnight. Yeah, Fitz by. Yeah, boy. Flag raising ceremony at Brampton City Hall at 12 noon. Signing of MOU, Memorandum of Understanding. That's what MOU means. Between Kingston and Brampton, that will be at 2 p.m. Lighting of Niagara. What? Hold on. Fitz, what is it? Fitz, how you gonna do? It's flashlight you're going to use, not the real lighting up. But hey, all Vincentians, all Caribbean people, anywhere you are in Canada, make sure you find yourself at the Niagara Falls for the lighting of the Niagara Falls at 10:15 p.m. as part of our Independence celebration. Independence Gala, that will be taking place on the 28th at 4:30 Nuggets Avenue. Tickets are $100 Canadian. All right. A panel discussion on youth enterprise on also the 29th. All right. This is all happening in Canada. My buddy Fitz Huggins, who is the Consul General, he's got a big program planned for our independence celebration. Hey, also, let me tell you, my buddy, as we talking independence and celebration, my buddy there, boy, the man who come down here and make we go on and blow up tube and do all kind of thing. You remember him, Woodsy? Remember him, Shady? Don't afraid to call him. Yes, call him. Tell him how he hurt your feelings. What's your hurt your feelings? Bad. The man, imagine I pick up this man at the airport and that's the only time I saw him. You paid us. Who put us? You paid us. He put us. Yeah? The man make we go out and blow up tube. The man himself, he promised me, he himself say, well, there we go. This is the time. Show up there. Oh, I'm coming to pick all you up. Listen, this man have the biggest independent Saturday night event. Yeah? Woodsy. That is taking place at Woodsy's Bar, Restaurant and Grill. The legendary Too Cool Chris will be in action. That will be on Saturday the 28th. Too Cool Chris will be the main highlight DJ, the featured DJ with the big back in time Vincy Independence. And when you're talking about back in time, there's nobody on this earth who could play back in time music like that ugly fella called Too Cool Chris. Right? I tell him, I say, send a picture with the dark shades. Yeah. So if you haven't seen the flyer, this is happening on the 28th at Woodsy's. Yeah. Too Cool Chris, the legendary back in time, Vincy back in time Independence Party. So all Vincy back in time music again there by Woodsy's. All right. Tickets are now $20. You can get your tickets on eventbrite.com. Or you can pick up your tickets at Woodsy's. They open from 2 o'clock today. Make sure you go and check them out. There'll be other DJs there. There'll be DJ Nip, DJ Instinct, DJ Gary the Genius, and other top DJs. We can't say Shady because Shady boy. The man ain't go. So you can't get your visa. Yeah. So listen, go on eventbrite.com. Or you can pick up your ticket at Woodsy's Bar and Restaurant today from 2 o'clock. Or you will pay more at the door. All right? Go check out my partner, Woodsy. He's a good guy, and never mind, he set me and Shady up. Make we go on and buy tube and floaters to go river thing. And the man ain't shop. The man treat me bad. There you go. One more, Shady. One more. There you go. Let go, Shady. One more. Then we bring in the man who votes for Labour. But now a ball. There you go. One more. Here we go. One more, Shady. Bring him, Shady. Bring it, Shady. One more.
Ladies, them. I hope I don't pass my place. You don't leave me on red. I just asking a little taste. Those mouths ain't getting fed. I don't know if you go like this. I really hope you don't mind it. I keep a piece of your sweetness, baby. We could keep the thing private. Cause I like the way you turn your waistline, girl. I like to see the way you moving it. I hear you back, you're proving it to me. I like the way you turn around and do this thing on me. I can tell just by the way you feel. I know it's real, don't want to play greedy. But if you give me all, I'll take it. Hope I'm not so cheesy. Yes, if you give me all, I'll take it. Can't touch me, can't need it. Yes, if you give me all, I'll take it. If you give me all, I'll take it. If you give me all, I'll take it. Tell me.
Hey, while we're having fun, remember we got to demand an explanation for our Prime Minister not going to this summit, okay? Never mind, it's my friend. Well, he did say he could vex with me, but I will not be upset with him. All right? And he just called me, I'm a man without malice. So I want to see if he going to get malice now and vex with me and stop talking to me, because I expressed my opinion, strong opinion, very strong opinion. And I've got more, because I think that we've been placed in a very unfortunate, unfair position. And it's sad. And he needs to apologize because of all the 110,000 people in St. Vincent. He hurt my feelings the most. He hurt my feelings. Prime Minister, I need a hug. Prime Minister, you have to give me a hug. I need a hug. I'm hurt. I'm hurting. I need a hug. Because I'm going to make this stupid man come on here now and shooting in my face and tell me, you see? And think, you hurt my feelings. PM, you hurt my feelings. I went out on a limb for you. You hurt my feelings. I am hurt because, like I said, you have diplomatic immunity. Nobody could touch you. Placarding and protesting, you used to that. You invented that. You're the man who started that. Blocking the roads, like what happened Friday, is your thing. So, well, there have to be something else. So I come and tell you tomorrow, self. There you go. All who invent, all who vote for Labour, but now a ball. There you go. Time for that one.
I want to say thanks to those who voted for Labour, but now a ball.
And we had to eat this morning. We had your show.
I want to say thanks to those who voted for Labour, but now a ball.
I can't do it. Morning.
What a wonderful day. Sun is shining. Sky is blue. The sea is calm. Jerry! Good morning, buddy. What's up, buddy? Bing, my buddy, my pal, my brethren. How are you, man?
Yo, I met a man in the barber shop yesterday. He works with you. If you hear you run it down. He run it right down to the ground. He said, boy, you against your friend? I said, nope. I said, nope.
Listen to me.
I never even see the man.
Me don't know all my barber brethren of them, so me know how they stop.
No, a guy who works with you. By the way, let me tell you the real truth. He said, listen to me. He came into the barbershop to get his haircut while I was in the barbershop. And I said, yo, if you cannot want a more professional than Kenzo King. I said, what? I said, you say the same post what you talking about? He said, when Kenzo is at work, he don't study red or yellow. And he gave me an explanation about you, of a side of you that a lot of people would be surprised of. He said when you come to it, when it comes to your work, that you are very professional. And he gave me he used an analogy, and he also said, give me an example. He said, listen, if that place is on fire and one person, and they need one person to go in to bring out people, would be Kenson. And he went on to talk about your professionalism at work. And when it comes to your work, you're a different person and all that. I don't know. I know he did. And he was quite genuine with his position. He works with you. and he said that on the job you're a completely different person. I said, me can't see that. I said, and he said that
the man
he said that
to knock me right off kilter this morning.
he said no. He said that
the man had a serious bomb waiting for me.
No. He said that in the presence of many other people, right? So I don't know, you know.
Shady, the man come to try knock me off kilter, boy.
I swear to you, Kenson. I swear to you.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing I have another engine in backup.
No, I didn't know that. I swear to you. Black Q24 and some other young ladies were there doing eyebrows, and somebody else was there. And the guy, I forgot to ask him his name. I will tell you his name. But the guys in the barbershop know his name. He said when it comes to your work, that when you're at work, that you don't study red or yellow, and on the job, you're a completely different person. I said, you mean he's not an asshole on the job?
Nope.
He said, no, when he's at work. And no, he spoke very highly of you, Kenson. Very highly of you. And he said that one thing that he said that he came and met you there and that you weren't promoted, but he was. And, you know, him and among others thought that it was very unfair. And that he spoke about that if there's a fire at the prison, that one person who will go in that fire to rescue people will be Kenson King. I said, the same person we talking about it. And he spoke very highly of you. Me know you give for eat. Me know how much money you give from the case you win. No, but he was, and I told him, I'm going to, I will say this to Kent on the radio tomorrow morning, because if, you know, he was very serious about it, and he wasn't laughing or joking, and he wasn't saying so just for saying. He said that when it comes to you and your job, he said that you take your job very seriously.
I can't say I catch you.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If I was a softer type, I would have said that, yeah.
Last person to ask Kenson if he's still on suspension and how.
Yes, I am. I am.
How many years have you been in suspension?
I've been on suspension since 2020, June 2020.
Okay.
And
Canada and all that time.
And in a matter actually where I was on duty and the state has a duty to defend me in matters, but when inmate, everybody knows an inmate had attacked me and I defended myself, and
yes, he spoke to me about that. He said that had you not defended yourself, because I asked, did I ask him? He said, had you not defended yourself in that situation, it would have sent a bad precedent for other prison officers, right? That prisoners would have felt that they can do that and get away with it. I swear to you, and I'm not kidding. And those of you looking at me on the live, I'm very serious. The guy said all of this in the barbershop yesterday in the presence of many others, including the barbers and some young ladies and all of that, right? He said that had you not defended yourself when the prisoner attacked you, it would have set a bad precedent for prison officers on duty in the institution. He said all of that. So
so let both know I've been on suspension since 2020. And it has been one thing after the next. I really have to publicly thank the lawyers that have been standing with me through it all. Jomo and Zita Barnwell, Kay, Miss Balcom, Maya, all of these other, Bruce, so much of these people who.
The NDP lawyer, you see why you're in the position you're in. You call one neutral lawyer. All NDP lawyers.
Dwayne is neutral.
So
Wait, I never hear you call Dwayne name. Never hear you call Dwayne name.
Allow me.
Dwayne, you see,
allow me.
you see how he started?
Yeah?
He said,
You didn't
remember,
allow
he said,
me.
oh, even Dwayne. You know what I mean?
Boy, what a man. Yeah, but I really have to thank them for always being there. The moment whether I'm arrested or what, and I make a call and I call to any of them. If one cannot make it, they will make sure that somebody else is there. So I really.
Morgan, I don't want to take you off because I want you to get back to what you was going to talk about when you called in the show. Obi Morgan said, so that means he has been receiving half salary for the period of time, and the Public Service Commission is not functioning as it's supposed to function. Is that
Yeah.
Do you concur? Or?
Yes.
Okay, all right, good. All right.
Yeah.
Go on, talk it up.
If I was a staff on this man, boy, I would have shed a tear this morning, boy. Yeah? The man catch me good.
No, not me. No, serious. I kid you not.
No, I know, because the thing is this, and that is why I'm so passionate about the civil service and so on, and people getting what is theirs based on merit, because I'm very passionate about anything I put my hand to, very, right? And for me, even though it's not me, once I know that you're somebody who is performing and so forth, and you promote it, I'm happy. I am happy, right? Even though someone is promoted who is undeserving, I'm still happy that you place in a position where possibly you can make better of yourself. But I hate the system. The system of getting some people in those positions is what I hate. You see what I'm saying? So I don't begrudge somebody being promoted. And I was listening to Jomo this morning, and it stirred something deep in my soul. Because this is the exact thing we have been talking about for ever so long. These unfair promotions, the victimization, that no, and but I'm kind of happy about it too, Bing. You know why? Because now many of the very people who used to deny, when people like me and others, all the up used to tell them, listen, victimization is real, and they will live in denial. Even these same people, Bing, you will tell them, okay, there's no victimization. I dare you to disagree with something that your party has done, a policy or something, and say it publicly. And they are the same ones who will turn around and tell the boy, me have my mortgage. Boy, me have my promotion to study. Not realizing that they are telling you, playing up, listen to me, I know that there's victimization and I'm avoiding it. And that is something that has been going on. And now, sadly, it has become the norm. And as somebody said this morning, it is not just, it is the mind of the people that has been picked. The mind. And it's a dangerous thing, because we're at a place where people, and many of the young people growing up, they have grown up under the system and think that what is happening is what should be happening. But the saddest part of it is that you have persons older than me and around my age who knew what it was before, pretend they don't know and fall right into line with the nonsense and going along with it and not speaking out about it. It is said that it's not the man who really supports publicly victimization and all of these things, but it's the man, the good man, who sits and says nothing. Then I will die on the hill of principle and morals. I will die there. Yeah? Because I'm not going to change. Being in 2019, I was told that I should have been promoted twice already. By Fitzhuggins, the Consul General of Canada. I sat in his office with my sister, and I could call his name here. But my politics,
is what I was told, and the way I was speaking of, because at that time I was still a member of the trade union, the PSU executive. And I was told it's because of these things why I have not been promoted. And he said to me, and he's being, you know, I would not come here and say something and lie. We don't lie in here. We don't lie in here. And it's not him alone. Sadly, it's not him alone who has said that to me. That Kenzo, we know you, we know your professionalism, we know your morals, we know the standards that you walk towards and that you set. But your politics and your voice. I was propositioned, and more than one time, by agents of the big man. Stop talk. I was even invited to a dinner. I didn't go. Because one thing I know being, you know, they say everybody have a price. Well, I have none. And you could take that to the bank. Because I don't care who it is. I don't care what political party it is. And if I support your policies, and then you have to shift upon me, what do you think I'm going to do? If your policies and my principles and support don't align, you think I'm going to support you? Being I'm in this for the people. I didn't call for to talk about me this morning, but I have to say this. I'm in this for the people. You think I have to be suffering? I could be living good because it was offered. You think I have to be broke 6 out of 7 days? And everybody's still wondering. You have those who think that I should have been destroyed already, wondering how we still drive a vehicle. How we live in. Because I should have already been destroyed. But I'm here as an example to show people that there's nothing to keep you from standing up, because you can. And when I hear Candyman and others want to come and say, oh, this person is a hypocrite, that person is a hypocrite. Are you a hypocrite for wanting to see better? For seeing better and speaking? Even when Jomo was a part of the ULP, he still wrote his weekly column in the newspaper, and he was still critical of the ULP. Let Candyman say that because of him being critical of the ULP, Ralph had to ask him if he have a mini craft. You forget that. Even while inside, he was still at odds with Ralph. But many wouldn't remember that. He was still highly critical of this said institution he was a part of. And I respect him for that, because even though he was there, his eyes were open. And I don't care who wants to say this or that, I respect Jomo highly. Highly. Because a lot of these people, they basically go off of what is spit in their mouth by Ralph. They are just the regurgitators. And I love the question that you asked this morning. Who else used those words? You will listen to them and you realize the same words emanate out of their mouth that their master spit. And these and they don't realize that they have been so brainwashed and programmed. Keep on telling all you. These same young people's faces that you're seeing here now are just an extension of Ralph, nothing different. All of them, he will not, if you know Ralph, he will not put anybody there that is not for his ideology and the principles he stands for. Never. So when people sit down and want to pretend as though victimization isn't real in St. Vincent, even the trade union movement, and I made a comment earlier where I mentioned, first it was mentioned that the person being victimized out at the airport. I know the person, I know the stances that he took from a trade union standpoint out there, because I was there to help with their force agreement with the government that they had. I was there to see it signed. And so That is why Ralph Gonsalves made sure. Notice I didn't say the ULPR. Ralph Gonsalves made sure to try to destroy the union. That is why people like Bones Bonadi and the rest can't talk to me. And I would like to hold them on a one-on-one, but they won't come. Bing. And that is why I say trade unionism in St. Vincent, standing up in St. Vincent, you have to know before you get into it that it's a thankless job. Because most of the time, the very people that you are standing for and fighting for, they are the said ones standing with their own abuser to kill you. Imagine you will be on their side saying, I'm fighting for this for you. And the perpetrator, they will join the perpetrator to pull you down. I've seen it. So many people, I've seen them take their dues from the union. They turn around and cuss the union. They said the union standing for them. And this is where it is funny. The unions are the only constitutionally recognized body that can go and sit down and have discussions on your behalf as a worker. Because you can't go do it yourself. Yeah? The Constitution says you have the right to join as a union for your benefit, not for nobody else, your benefit. That is why you join a trade union, for your benefit. Not to prop up a government or prop up a party, but for your benefit. And what does be interesting, being, is that most of these people, sometimes they will cuss and they will think the union, and then you'll be surprised when they get into some form of trouble. They are the first to reach the union. Willing to even pay months, a year or two, dues in bulk, so that they could be represented for their benefit. And when the union say, we will have to stand up and do this so that you can benefit, they turn around and play the political game, forgetting that it's for their benefit. Because the same thing that is against you, that the union is trying to fight to get you out of, you turn around and support it, and then complain again that the union doing nothing. It's this circle of idiocy that we're in. Sorry that I have to be that harsh, but it is what it is. Anyway. But there's one more thing I want to touch on, Bing, and it's that issue of Vinlec. Right now, you have to be careful you don't start to see outages. Because I'm hearing that one of the engines in Lowman, the mashup. As we are speaking. It ain't working. So if you see you're not getting any current, so Vinlec might have to be shedding load for a while. Right?
What caused that?
I'm not really sure what caused it, but the information I received is that one of the engine down there is out of commission.
Okay, I know somebody I can call to check that out and find out what's really going on. When did this happen? What did when did this happen?
I'm not fully sure of when it happened, but it's after they sent out that thing about the rising of the fuel surcharge, though. So it's sometime recently here. All right. Okay. But my question is now, Bing, because I've also been reliably informed that most of the engines out at Billy side there, that they're very old.
Yes,
and I was being told that if even one of those have to go offline right now, the country is in trouble. So with all of these millions of dollars that Vinlec keep making off of us from fuel surcharge, they can't buy some proper new stuff. All the millions we spending here, and we so think about energy, we can't buy some new stuff to install.
Oh, we could go to Canada and
we're going to get the foreign minister to do a begging for us. We're not going to have the professional know-it-all go and do some begging for us, Bing, in Canada. Bing, you owe plenty. Hey, no. we're not going to let you rest on it. You have to, you see, for the rest of this week, you have to apologize first for the rest of this week. We're not letting you rest. I'm not letting you rest. And listen to me, every morning up until Friday, I have to say I come in and hate to apologize to Kenzo because I call Kenzo all kind of donkey. Tell them all how you call me all kind of money cool. I run up and down pantry, me blind, me not see like that in my eye. So,
because Kenzo didn't make sense what you were saying about our Prime Minister can't go Canada. And I was saying,
yeah, we'll have to pay penance now.
No, but I'm saying that's stupidness because how could you say a man with diplomatic immunity can't go to Canada? I'm saying like that.
A man with diplomatic immunity here was caught in one of them countries with cocaine. And that is the only thing that saved his tail. It's a well-known tale, eh? Yeah. It doesn't mean that you can be arrested and shamed. But it's possible that you might not be prosecuted.
Right.
But do we want the shame? Do you want the shaming? Because diplomatic immunity didn't save the premier.
Nothing.
Yeah,
but
Canada, yeah, but when you mess with people, there's no evidence. You sure?
In Canada.
So if there's no evidence, then why are you afraid?
Allegations in St. Vincent.
Yeah, there's allegations.
In St. Vincent.
Yeah, there are allegations. But my thing is this thing. A diplomatic passport didn't save the premier of the BVI.
There's a difference between the passport and then we're Rodney and them and the Prime Minister's passport.
Of course.
There's a difference.
I know. But remember the premier of the BVI, when he was caught and outed with drugs and all of that, that didn't save him though.
Yeah, but that's a completely different situation.
No. Because I'm just trying to make the point that because you may have a diplomatic passport means that you are safe from laws. There are laws also surrounding all of that.
But our Prime Minister wasn't taken to court.
I know.
Guilty.
I know.
Charged. And
was the opportunity ever provided?
But that's not the point, though. Man, I just.
But that's the thing.
I really should.
Listen.
There's no defense of the indefensible. You know,
but of course.
It really proved now that our Prime Minister is not that he refuses, it's that he just can't.
Well, one of
for
them.
whatever reason, he needs to come and say whatever the reason.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that he needs to.
I agree. He owns the nation. That explanation. Yes. But then again, we're living in a country where we have been so programmed to believe that politicians are not beholden to the people. So, but before I go, the reason why I raised that issue of Vinlet though is that right now, as we are speaking, the grid is presently under some pressure. So my question to you being, before I go, and I want you to ponder on this and maybe somebody else could answer this, but I'm just going to put it out there. With the coming on stream of all of these major hotels and all of that, I was told that it is going to put even more pressure on the grid, right? And it's possible that it may not even be able to sustain it if we're not careful. So are we going to see one, a rise in fuel surcharge and all of that?
It will bring down our price, our cost, our individual domestic electricity costs.
It will?
It should.
Being you're crazy, man. You're crazy, man. Because I can guarantee you, we are going to be the ones to pay for that. Or are we going to see that they are going to do better? Because in Lomans down there, they brought in some small engines they brought in that can hardly carry load. Why didn't, if they were building something, you didn't just, you don't have a foresight for the future? Well, let me say, because more and more houses are going to come on stream, we are talking about more industrialization and so forth. So shouldn't we be putting in the proper mechanisms right now and the proper foundation for all of those things later? But as usual, stupid me. Talking about these kind of things. Stupid me. You know what I mean? No, man. No, it is usually said that Kenzo is stupid because Kenzo only did to pull down. So Kenzo is stupid, man. Right? So But I hope that somebody will come and be sensible and put something better than what I'm putting out here. Because as I said, the question is, are we going to see better infrastructure to facilitate the grid, or are we going to be the ones to suffer and have to sacrifice so that these entities and new projects and all of that could actually stay online, and we might have to be rationing power? Just the musings of a dotish mind, you know.
All right, buddy, you got Dr. Richards.
All right,
backstage.
bless.
Thank you. We'll get you tomorrow morning. Thank you. Let's go straight to Dr. Richards. He's just joined us backstage. Let's do that. It's now time for Dr. Richards. We got to wrap it up on time today. We've got a very important meeting to go to today. No, it's not with the Prime Minister. He should be on the way to the airport. There you go.
Let's check in with the doc and look at things with a wider lens. Pastor Richards on OMG.
Good morning, Dr. Richards.
Good morning, Bing. Good morning, Shady. Good morning, everyone. Pray that your Tuesday morning is off to a good start. Bing, I talked about something yesterday. I don't know if you recall, but when I came off the radio, I gave a little bit of thought. I'm like, what did I say wrong? I was questioning myself because I think basically what I said yesterday, if you recall, and if anybody recalls, basically said something I've been saying all the time. It's not anything here. Interrogate. Interrogate. All right, remember that word, interrogate. It means to question, to dig, to search into, or to peer into, to look into. Interrogate presupposes that you will analyze, that you will ruminate before you swallow. Ruminate. Chew on it. Make sure you don't just gulp and swallow. I said that yesterday, and that's something I'm going to keep pushing. And the more I hear, or the more I suspect that our people are not interrogating, the more I'm going to talk about it. I actually prefer to do my own thinking. I actually prefer that. I prefer not to buy your rhetoric, Bing. I prefer not to buy somebody else's rhetoric and then narrative on what they spew and I'm putting out there. Is that okay that I can prefer to think for myself? I also said yesterday, but I didn't flesh out everything. I also said yesterday, don't expect me, because something is trending, to run with it necessarily, to buy it necessarily, to swallow it, or to agree with it. I don't care how popular it is. I think that was aggravating. A little bit of feedback, you know, and you realize, boy, when I'm here sitting thinking, boy, yeah, that will go over well. You know, people would appreciate the fact that I am saying that there is an intentionality in the attempts to win the narrative of the day, counter the narrative of the day, put out your views and sell stories. I thought people would appreciate me saying that. That people are going to varnish things and put it out and make it look all nice and shiny, and you're supposed to swallow it and run with it. I thought people would appreciate that. I thought people would appreciate that I said that popularity sometimes is not based and grounded in solid truth. But the popularity of an opinion, the popularity of something that is trending could be very well based on what was concocted. The word I've used in the past, maybe I should use it again. A few months ago, I used to use the word sophistry. 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 That's a thing. That is a thing. And if you are good at that, a sophist, the other word that I used was spin doctors. If you're very good at that, you can make a buck. Spin something, put a narrative out there that let people buy it. So on all of the issues I heard yesterday, I'm hearing today, I'm like, geez, I have to now sort through what is sophistry, what is spin, what is vanished, and what is true. So I just say, well, I will interrogate, but apparently you don't have that freedom anymore to say, let me think about this, or let me ask one or two questions, and any of the positions you put out there, or let us say not you, so that you don't feel I'm picking on you. Let's say Jomo, because he was on this morning. Let's say Jomo puts something out there. You're not supposed to interrogate that. You're not supposed to ask further questions. But Jomo knows he's a lawyer. Jomo is a lawyer. I bet he's good at that. I bet he has done some serious interrogation. I think Jomo won't mind. Jomo will not mind if he puts a story on the news or on a talk show or commentary. Jomo would not mind if it gets vigorously interrogated to see if it could stand up. I'm telling you all. I was going to say telling you all. I'm telling all you. That's the better way to say it. I'm telling you all that Jomo will not mind if he gets interrogated when he says his stuff. So if somebody comes on, let's say somebody like me or somebody else, and interrogates what Jomo said, Jomo would love that. He will have a chance to get to go back and forth, and he would love that. If Candyman comes on, if Candyman comes on and he gives a counter view of something and puts certain things out there, I know Candyman, what, 30 years now? I know that guy loves, I don't think there's anything Candyman loves better than a good argument. Ever since he was in school, but he was tenacious in his argument. Ask him. He was one of those in the class that would stand up to me and say what he had to say. Candyman won't mind if when he puts a position out there, like he did this morning, that somebody would take it. Now, I'm not saying rubbish it, but just take it but ask some serious questions about it. Dig around it and mess with it for a little bit to see if it could hold up. Candyman ain't gonna mind that. Kenson will not mind. I know Kenson a long time. And Kenson used to do plenty debating in school, by the way. I think Justin House. Whether formally or informally. Kenson is not now Kenson talking. It's not now. I think Kenson was actually the leader of the house. Certainly at athletic time, he would be leading all the way. He would be leading. So Kenson used to this. He has honed that craft himself.
So the last post is me now. Let's go now.
Bing, you good. Bing, you good.
Let's go.
Bing, you good. Bing, you good. Next person I come into is you. That you put, you put a position out there. You did quite a long, some spiel. There's other words for it. But you really put together, and you put things out there. You presented from your perspective, and you asked a lot of questions. So you interrogated why the Prime Minister appears to be not taking opportunities, to visit Canada, and you not only interrogated, but you suggested, implied suggestion. An implied suggestion is still a suggestion. You didn't come right out and explicitly state things, but you implied a number, and you read things and all of that. You implied stuff. But I know what you were doing. you were doing something that I warned against. You were doing, you're listening, right? You're listening. I have often said, if you leave the void and you don't jump in and give answers, once a hole is being dug, once a void is being made with respect to any particular issue, and in your case being why the Prime Minister doesn't go to Canada, jump on a plane every time he feels like he should go, why he doesn't do that. And the narrative stirs a void. It's like if you spin and once you spin and spin, there is this centrifugal force that creates a little void in the middle. If you have tea in your teacup or whatever, you spin and spin, you'll see a hole there. Leaves a void. And the more it spins, the bigger the void. The more it spins, the bigger the void. So you had to still the spinning. And you had to fill the void in some way, either directly or indirectly. Now, other people have, and I said this to you the other day, Bing, and I said this to the nation because of teaching points. Sometimes I say things. You be very careful. There are times when it's advisable to either directly or indirectly. And if you a good leader, one leader from California, I remember him well, he taught me, he says, man, you don't have to come out and say everything. You could find ways of filling the void by having others say things for you. Right? So you find ways to make sure that, boys, there's some answers there. The void is filled. Now, if you don't do that, Bing, what gonna happen is people like you gonna do what you did this morning. You're gonna find everything to throw in that void. If a hole is dug, you'll throw in dirt. You might throw in fertilizer of various kinds. You might throw in rubbish. At some point, people just have this need to fill holes. And when a hole is filled nicely, like you were walking on it this morning and you're filling it, it's unlikely being. People just satisfy, okay, that hole filled. But whatever you fill the hole with that hole filled, people don't really interrogate too harshly what you fill the hole with. But you see me? I don't like people to do my thinking for me. So on this and some of the other matters that I spoke about yesterday, I remember specifically the Israeli Palestine, Israeli Hamas, really. Somebody told me leave the Palestinian people out of it. So Israeli Hamas thing. I want to interrogate and ask. And since yesterday, maybe as a result of me saying that, I got a lot more information sent to me that I have gone through. So, yeah. People, I was in Vincent and the Grenadines, we have some really prolific speakers who can articulate with the best of them, and they come on and they give you their summation, their ideas, their thought patterns, and a lot of it is congruent, and the other word I used the other day, it comes into a confluence of where the mainstream is. I think that the more outstanding among us in St. Vincent and the Grenadines not going to be found in those who swallow the popular narratives that is made for them, cooked up in the kitchen and dished out. I think the more outstanding among us will continue to be. Well, there's two things I want to say. Number one, the more outstanding among us will continue to be the ones who interrogate the facts. And the second thing I want to say, that the least liked among us and perhaps the most hated among us will continue to be those who dare to interrogate the popular narrative. Bing, I know you have to go, Lisa, I won't say any more today.
Yes, Doc, and I'm really sorry because I would have loved to interrogate your interrogation of interrogating, but I've got a very important meeting to go to this morning, and normally I would, we will continue, and this is one I really wanted to do, but I got a very important meeting this morning to attend to. So.
That's fine. All the best on your meeting, Bing, and I look forward to chatting with you on this medium tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Look forward to it, Doc. Maybe we should bring you on a bit earlier tomorrow. Tomorrow is what? Wednesday. Yeah, maybe if you're available.
Yeah,
bring
sure.
you on earlier tomorrow.
That's cool. Just give me the heads up and I'll do my do. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Doc. Thank you very much.
Everybody, have a good day. Take care.
Yes, that's our very own Dr. Richards with us this morning. All right, guys, I've got to run. I've got a very, very important meeting in the complex. Yes, if all they want to know, in the complex, in the financial complex. Yes, with the big chair this spring long. I got a meeting and they can't take any calls, unfortunately. But seriously, I got a very important meeting to go to. And so I got to run because I got to prepare for that meeting. And I'll be back tomorrow morning. Yeah? And on that note, bye.
Isn't it good to know that no matter where you are, you're covered by a company owned by Vincentians that understands your unique insurance needs? At Metrosys General Insurance Company, we've invested 50 years of service to guarantee that you have the peace of mind that you deserve. When it comes to motor vehicle, property, employer's liability,